Hello and welcome, all Buginity virgins. We are the Hyperbolic BurgerMilk Lounge. This is episode 5. We're doing a little something special, a little different. We're doing an E3 special. So if you watched the conference this weekend, be ready to, listen to our thoughts on it. As always, I'm your host, Duuglay, joined by my co-host.
Christian, good morning, guys. What's poppin'? Yeah, we got a nice little treat for today. A lot of stuff going on, and just to let you guys know, we finally have our first guest.
Yes, we
Drum
do.
roll.
Okay.
From the network, Wavedojo. Definitely want to check out his channel. We have SeaFx with us. What's poppin', man?
What's going on? Like I always say in my videos, I must start it here. What's going on? It's SeaFx at the Wavedojo. And thank you for watching Hyperbolic BurgerMilk. I'm happy to be here.
Oh man, you have a smooth intro. I wish I could get to that level.
I've done like 1,000 videos at this point. Only like probably like 70. That's not that much though, but still.
Yeah, dude, mad dope. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of E3 talks. So Doug, why don't you start it off, man? Where we headed?
Well, I guess since should we start E3 or should we just get into the news topics first? Let's save E3 for last. Say the little morsel, because that's gonna be a juicy bit. We're gonna be doing that for almost an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So
yeah, trust me. I'm gonna checklist everything just so we hit it that way. So we can go down the list, but then skip over everything that's E3 so we can condense it.
Yeah. That way E3 will be all its own little topic.
Yeah.
But I guess we're going to first, start off with movies. Or we can start off with movies. So, guys, Black Panther.
Oh my God. Woo. Ooh. First thing I want to say, I start since I already know exactly how I feel. First of all, it's extremely exciting trailer. First and foremost. And the second thought I have is I can't believe that this is a Ryan Coogler movie. I can't believe he's here. He made it.
Bruh. He is right.
He made it before, but he really made it now.
Oh no, yeah, Creed was definitely a big leap for him. Even though I haven't seen it exactly, but man, Black Panther is takes a whole other realm, and I'm glad that because I guess the big thing about when it comes to these Marvel movies and why some people will and work with them, especially if they're kind of like a creative director, they always come back to because Marvel does have obviously a big influence on how the movie wants, so it's not like director gets entirely to free roam. I guess that's the whole thing about Edgar Wright in the Ant-Man movie, which everyone was hype about. They're like, hell yeah, but then I guess it was more creative thing that kind of was just so the fact that he stayed on board to do this movie justice, because who else can you have? I mean, I know they were talking about having the director of Selma do the movie, but I'm dude, but I'm like, dude, Ryan Coogler, fucking dude, already you already know, they got the cast is just, man, every solid, nice, young black person that's actually doing something in Hollywood. Dude, this is the Black Avengers, this fucking movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you put it.
I mean, yeah, the thing I like about this movie is that we've already skipped. We can skip the origin. You know what I'm saying? We've got Black Panther already, so we can hit the ground running. We've already seen his villain. We've already seen Claw in Age of Ultron. We've already seen.
Yep.
Oh man,
we've already seen Martin Short, his little liaison with the country. We've seen him in Civil War when Black Panther was introduced. So when we get in this movie, we already have a set expectations, and this trailer just blew my expectations right out the water.
The trailer is the origin story itself, pretty much, for people who don't know.
Basically, when you see Michael B. Jordan decked out, fucking walking into the UN or wherever they're at, just looking badass, dude. I'm saying, I'm like, oh my God. Then Chadwick Boseman, I've never watched him in anything else besides Civil War, and now this makes me want to go back and check his other movies out.
I watched this movie where he played Jackie Robinson.
Jackie
Robinson.
Oh yeah.
42.
Great movie.
42, yeah.
Great movie.
That was highly acclaimed. I didn't see it, and then they have to have freaking homeboy from Get Out in the fucking.
He finally got out. He finally found. He went straight to Africa after this.
He left his place and went.
He's like, I'm out this bitch.
He's like, no, I'm gone.
No white people
Lil Rel dropped him off and was like, here, man.
Right.
No, trust me, man. Like I'm definitely hyped for that movie, dude. You already know the soundtrack should be nice, scoring should be dope, and they said a shot of the new camera, so he's already looking dope as fuck.
Exactly.
Like,
you see the colors.
That's why I'm liking. This is, I'm guessing, like phase 3 of Marvel. I guess we can consider this just the bright, the cosmic, just the eclectic. Beautiful. I guess. Yeah, I mean, because every movie so far has been looking amazing,
beautiful.
Like, the color palettes are just popping. Everything, like you get when he's first walking off that giant ship and he's walking to the water, like I'm assuming that's like right when he comes back after Civil War or something, and everybody knows he's the king now, you know. So like you see all the different tribes of Wakanda, which I didn't even know were a thing, but you can see they each have their own distinctive look, and let's not forget about Lupita Nyong'o and that one chick with the two like Panther gauntlets or whatever.
Yeah, those are like his bodyguards.
It's the girl from Walking Dead. D9, I forgot how to say her name, but she plays Michonne. I think that's who she's playing. The other one. So
that's Michonne playing. Apparently, people's been saying that's Black Panther's sister
because she's like really bald headed, like real life.
You know,
like Black Panther's sister. That's dope.
She's also had the mantle of Black Panther before in the comics. So
she was Black Panther while Black Panther was like in fucking like a part of the Avengers in America and shit. So like she took over the mantle. So I know so she's badass, dude.
It's gonna be I think the best thing about this is that every character that they've introduced or confirmed for the movie are important characters. Like they can all carry a scene. That's why I'm excited about the movie, because I know I'm not worried about any scene being dry.
No, I honestly, I hope this is a little bit more self-contained, because I don't see how this could fit into the overall arc. Besides maybe the vibranium, maybe that's the only thing that can
just like a tad
affect the whole overall Marvel universe. But I'm glad, because I want this to be just Wakanda, Black Panther, him becoming, just helping us, because I'm pretty sure this is the movie right before Infinity War. There's no other movie.
Yeah.
So give us a nice lead in. I'm good.
Yeah, this is the only one. I was thinking of like this year for some reason, but what's coming out this year?
Thor
Ragnarok.
That movie looks beautiful. That's a whole other side. But that looks beautiful.
Pretty much Thor Planet Hawk. That's all I care about, man.
Right.
That's all.
It's pretty much Planet Hawk at this point. I hope we have enough of them in it though. So.
Yeah. But not like if he's in the movie as much as I'm gonna say kind of Spider-Man in Civil War, but it looks like Iron Man, like a mix between Iron Man and Spider-Man's movie, and like a mix between fucking Spider-Man and fucking even like Ant-Man. He had a nice like solid segment role. Like he came up towards the end arc, but he had like a nice 20 maybe minutes in the movie.
Yeah, he wasn't just there for a scene.
He was a good part of the movie, and he had some of the best lines. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's why I wasn't mad when they first said Paul Rudd was going to play him. Like I was not mad at all. I was like, he could do it.
No, exactly.
Especially since it wasn't Hank Pym, because I wouldn't be able to believe him being smart. So I was excited about it.
Yeah, he's definitely not. Yeah, he's not Hank Pym. He's got one. So like I said, that works out.
But yeah, I mean, and plus the closing shot when he's just pushing off that truck, and you see that force field pump off, and apparently he's got a new suit now. It is not the exact same.
It looks more like the comics.
Way
like the comics. Yeah.
Way slicker. I'm just like, okay, thank you.
That scene reminded me of that like leaked Deadpool footage that we got. The little that kind of reminded me of that scene a lot. Yeah. Which I'm happy about, because Deadpool is amazing.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts too was when they saw him like flying in his ship through fucking Wakanda, because his tech is just because like I said, for more or less, like once I started really learning about Black Panther, and if you guys haven't, I suggest it to everyone. There was like it was like the animated cartoon comic book of Black Panther. It was like 8 episodes or some shit.
Produced by BET, I remember.
Yeah, like low key, like shout out to BET, because that's actually pretty nice. I was actually surprised when I found it was produced by BET, because it was actually pretty quality. But yeah, dude, that shit it blew my mind. But so it's tight to see, because the once after you learn about like Black Panther, I'm like, dude, he is pretty much Marvel's Batman. where he's not respected the way Batman is in DC. Like Marvel, like he's obviously super smart. He knows martial arts. He fucking has depending on how you slice it, he has the Panther God. Yeah, he has technology like that. Like
they're the most technologically advanced city in the Marvel universe.
Like centuries ahead of anything Stark started doing.
Exactly. So think about it. Like the people of Wakanda have a cure to cancer. Just to kind of even show where where their medicine is. So like everything that is going on outside of Wakanda, it's just so bleak and primitive. They probably think it's fucking dinosaurs walking around. It's like these people are so and that's the reason why they don't come out to the world, because people are just so caught up into the bullshit. Yeah,
scavengers basically.
And, they're not worthy.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about. That's usually the crux of the story when they usually do T'Challa's Black Panther, is usually because his village is always against him wanting to work with outsiders, and that he's always the bridge in between, because he's like, Black Panthers have always been in Wakanda, but they've never been a part of the world or even tried to be a superhero. So when he joins the Avengers or something, he's always that bridge to two different worlds. Especially since when he was growing up, when he sent him to school, people had problems with him going to college, Cambridge and stuff like that. They had problems with that. They didn't want him to have that Western education. Yeah, but that's
when he met Storm, on his I forget what they call it, the little journey that they go on or whatever. But pretty much T'Chaka and everyone before him, they were all beastly ass Black Panthers. But it was so self-contained.
I can see that being a big arc in this movie, because his dad goes into the world and gets fucking killed.
Yeah, and that's why other people want to challenge him for that throne.
And they can't. So he's gonna have to whoop ass.
Yeah, you see that one scene where we see Michael B. Jordan's character and Chadwick Boseman's character fucking fighting in this water pit, shirtless. You know what I'm saying? That scene was amazing. And
I didn't even know they were shirtless.
I mean, maybe they were, maybe they weren't.
Maybe I just imagine things.
Maybe they're just wearing vibranium.
Maybe that's what I wanted.
You were just seeing your
he watching the trailer
Chad.
Oh, okay.
I like that name, Chadwick. Michael B for boner. Top 5 corniest things I've ever said.
And we have it on tape.
Oh god damn it! No. Oh no.
No, man, dude, I'm super hyped for this movie. I don't see I feel like my only critique about this movie is that it may be too short. Off top.
Yes.
Where's Stan Lee gonna be? Where's Stan Lee gonna be?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because he did great. Wow, that's gonna be hilarious.
Please, I hope they just make him like a witch doctor or something. Make him an albino or something.
You know what would be? Oh my god! You know what would be so funny? What would be so funny for my dark heart? What would be so funny and just fucked up? It will ruin Marvel for the rest of the world. So be prepared for what I'm about to say. Him in blackface, dog. Just imagine. Oh my god, that would ruin Marvel, but that would be hilarious.
I mean, he's too old to go out on top. I'm pretty sure Stan Lee can get away with it. I'm pretty sure.
At this point, they just oh, he's just old. They'd probably get mad at Ryan Coogler. They wouldn't be mad at him. How dare you? That would be funny. Or albino would be even funnier. He had a little nappy hair. That'd be hilarious.
What? Get a cameo from just replace him with a cameo from Stan Lee from The Office. There we go. We got our Stan Lee in there.
I'm with it. Shout out to The Office, man. Great show.
Oh man,
I heard they were coming back and fucking Steve Carell fucked everybody's life up when he tweeted that they were coming back and he was lying.
No, he was talking about Will and Grace instead. He's like, "Oh, NBC show's coming back, but it's Will and Grace."
I was hurt. Good promo. Wow. Good promo.
He's probably just trying to get it started again, get in the fire. You know how they do. Everyone said that's the thing. If you're not viral or setting on social media anymore,
what are you actually doing with your life?
Exactly. That's marketing now.
Hey, it works. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I kind of like it a little bit, you know, because it's more engaging. You know, we can engage with people from like we grew up loving, like I'm trying to think like there's people I interacted with on like Twitter or something who I grew up watching and shit. So that's a cool kind of thing. I mean, it also is a bad thing because some celebrities do some wild stuff and say things like all lives matter and things of that nature. So they like kind of fuck it up and you're like, oh no, I liked you. But
are you telling me all lives don't matter?
All lives definitely matter. That's something that never needs to be said. But Black lives matter because we're endangered. There we go. Why'd you just cut the first part off? All lives definitely matter.
Got your ass.
So funny. That was so funny.
Before we go completely off the rack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Next topic.
Next topic, I guess since we're still in movies, I'm just going to drop this since neither one of you guys have watched it yet, but Wonder Woman.
Gotcha.
How'd
you like it, man?
Watched it the first weekend, watched it in 3D. It was really good. Some great representation, you know. I think Wonder Woman, her origin was movies to fit well. I mean, the movie does have its problems, but as an overall movie, it's literally the best DCEU movie. I'm like, everybody's feeling, but out of the three, out of the four so far, it's it's up there with Man of Steel, and it that depends on how you think.
Dawn of Justice. What's the other one?
Suicide Squad.
So
you know how you feel. I think it did a good job of selling the Wonder Woman story, even though it really. I hope it has some lasting impact on the future of the universe because it really was just a prequel, basically, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounds
like. This movie needed that
movie. If they take some elements from the movie and put it towards future developments, it's good. You know, it wasn't many Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? There are some just. Of course, the third act is a fucking just CG fuckfest of fire and brimstone. That's how every DC movie has to end for some reason now. I don't know why. Yeah. Pretty much every movie has to end like that. Fuck, I just watched and that's how that fucking movie ended. Like, what the hell?
Quick question, because I'm not obviously I haven't watched it yet and I haven't heard any spoilers. Is Ares in it? And is he dope?
Ares is in it.
Okay.
Good.
You have to see the movie.
Okay.
That's all. I'm not going to.
Good.
That's a big crux of the movie.
Okay, I'm happy about it. Well, like my biggest thing is, I think for what you were saying about the DCEU, hopefully it does it. I think this is the movie that needed to be great. Yeah, this is because it's Wonder Woman. It's one of the main heroes. It's one of the Trinity. So this one needed to be great. Everyone already loves Batman. They love this Batman. People they talk shit, but majority people like this Ben Affleck Batman. People even like the Superman. They just didn't like Batman versus Superman because they didn't give Superman wasn't as impactful as he is in Man of Steel. People don't like Man of Steel. Some people don't. Some people do. It's very polarizing. But this Wonder Woman is what we need for Justice League to work because Batman working with Wonder Woman is going to be the main thing in the beginning of the movie. So people are already going to be attached to Wonder Woman. So and people already love Batman. That's what's going to be that's why I think Justice League is going to be great.
Yeah,
I think Justice League is going to definitely be great. And also because dude, to be honest, one of the best. It's kind of weird when I think about it because I feel like the Flash movie is gonna be fucking dope. Yeah. But the tone of the Flash movie is definitely. It reminds me of like some weird ass like emo teenager type, freaks and geeks type Flash. You know what I mean? Like,
I hope the Flash is great, but they got to keep a director for more than like 3 months. Hopefully, they can have somebody actually finish the movie.
That must mean the script is either so good that they just can't find the right person to do it, or the script is so bad.
Join that movie. Second director to join that movie, he left, and he said it was on creative differences. Even though, I mean, I think the problem with the DCEU is that it was too singular of a vision. It was Zack Snyder's vision. Like, Man of Steel was cool, but he had help with Chris Nolan.
Yeah, great movie. I love Man of Steel.
I like parts of it. I definitely like part. I like the structure. Definitely, I'm a sucker for that Batman Begins type of structure. You know, where they start with the movie and they go back and give you, things that I'm a sucker for that type.
Batman Begins is my favorite Batman, by the way. Batman Begins is my favorite one out of the trilogy.
It's definitely one. I'll watch that movie anytime. But this is what about Wonder Woman. Like, you can tell there are some Zack Snyder isms because he's the producer of the movie, but the movie is definitely more hopeful, definitely more bright. The action is fucking badass. Especially there's a scene where she has to save a certain city, and she's going through no man's land. Like she's on the other side, and the Germans are on the other side. I can't wait to see that. And everybody's like, no, just keep moving through, keep moving through, keep moving through. We can't save everybody. And she's like, well, I'm here right now. World War One. World War One, and she's like, I'm here right now. Let's fucking I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then that fucking theme kicks in.
You're getting me a little too hyped for this movie because I already want to watch
that. That scene of the movie was perfection. That fucking scene of the movie was perfection, dude. It was good.
Is it visually on the level of Zack Snyder? Because Zack Snyder is the greatest for me, in my opinion.
I think it's probably better from just the previews.
I do want to say it does look better, and I like Gal Gadot or Godot, whatever her name is.
Yeah, right.
I do like her. She like fits the bill for Wonder Woman. Like I had reservations because she physically didn't really, you know what I'm saying. But she in this movie, her speech, her cadence, the way she speaks makes her feel more foreign. And it's like I can't pin that accent.
Foreign to like us,
right? I can't pin that accent down. There's no like country of origin for that accent, so it makes it fit into the movie even better. And then we have like this ragtag team that Steve Trevor puts together, and those silver reporting characters are good. There's one character who doesn't have an arc that pays off, but I mean, you guys should watch the movie. It's a great fucking movie. I trust you when you say it. I trust you. I'm hyped for Justice League. I'm hyped for Justice League. I can honestly say that.
That comes out like November, right? Justice League?
Yeah, November. And I don't want to talk about all the things that's going into that because.
Is Flash in the movie?
No, there's no cameo. Well, no, there's no cameos. I'll tell you that much. There's no cameos from any other. There is a little handwritten letter from Bruce, but.
Okay, that's like obvious. I could have predicted that. So. Not really spoiler, really.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Justice League. You know.
Oh yeah, me too. You know, DC. I'm a DC head, so I love X-Men and Spider-Man from Marvel. And other than that, anything after Spider-Man and X-Men, it's all DC. All DC. And Superman's my favorite. So.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for the movies. I mean, we don't have anything. You know, I don't think anybody's seen Mummy yet, right?
I heard bad things about it, but I still want to watch it because I love Tom Cruise. So,
dude, Tom Cruise is just awesome and like hilarious at the same time.
He hasn't
like, he's convincing enough to like engage you, but then also you're like, man, that's Tom Cruise. This dude's wild.
Yes, like it doesn't matter what his first name is. That's fucking Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
Tom Cruise is wild ass dude. Like he's one of those dudes that like if I see it with him, like I will hope he's a tight ass dude so we can like kick it at a bar. Like because don't forget. This dude was young jocking on these hoes on BET.
He did do that. I forgot about it, yo. See, I love Tom Cruise, man. I love Ghost Protocol. That's what really got me, like, and that's the movie that made me realize that Tom Cruise is still a leading role right now. Like, because Ghost Protocol was so fucking good. Such a good. That's probably the best Mission
Tomorrow. Every movie he comes out with is at least acceptable.
That one too. Amazing.
Yeah, the first Jack Reacher was good. I don't know so much about the second.
I haven't watched Jack Reacher.
The first Jack Reacher was good.
Tom Cruise can still do anything.
Dude, actually, he has a trailer. He has a trailer that came out based on a true story of some guy. He's like he works for the CIA. He works for fucking he works for the FBI. He's like a runner. He's a drug runner or whatever, gun runner. But he flies planes, and then eventually starts working for Pablo Escobar.
Oh, that's
two at the same time.
So is that a trailer or is it a movie for a movie coming out? Or
is it a trailer for a movie coming out? You know?
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. And there's one scene in the trailer where he's arrested and he's telling everybody like, "Hey, I got millions of dollars. I could buy each one of you a Cadillac if you let me out right now." And then they're like, "Fuck that. We're not letting you go." And then the fucking the main officer when it comes out lets him go for free, you know. And he's like, "You guys should have took the Cadillacs," you know what I'm saying? Because he's working for everybody. So that movie, I'm like, dude, Tom Cruise is just feeling himself, man. And I like it.
He's not with Scientology no more. He don't fuck with them, so he out here. He living.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's the real thing.
They're like trying to gank him. Apparently, that's the word on the street. They try to gank him.
So he's trying to
running
make as he can before
running
he
from the
gets
Fed.
out.
Yeah, because he was dating the girl from Orange Is the New Black, the Lauren Prepper. And I think she's Scientologist, and like they broke up, and then like right after they broke up, I started seeing reports that he like was not a part of the church again anymore. So that's kind of crazy.
He's off the rails. They can't control him.
Laura Prepper from That 70s Show. You guys probably know her from there. She played
redhead.
You talking about Donna?
Donna, yeah.
Yeah, Donna.
She's on Orange Is the New Black.
I knew she was on Orange Is the New Black. I only saw the first episode of that though.
Oh, that's a good show. You should watch it. The new season is really good, by the way. But
yeah,
she's a
Scientologist.
They got that one chick from American Pie who's obviously gay in American Pie. So I thought that was hilarious.
I think she's gay in real life. She seemed like straight up.
Oh yeah. I think she's gay in real life too. But I'm saying like
this person I'm trying to.
The person that was
Tara Reid's friend, the one who's trying to help the one who was trying to help get with her or whatever.
Yeah,
I completely forgot. I haven't watched the movie in so long, so I can't.
Okay. She was the one who was pretty much like fucking all the bitches like off top. I saw one episode of Orange Is the New Black.
Duh, that's where I know her from.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot her name. She did a lot of drugs and stuff in real life and shit.
Yeah.
She had like surgery because of that shit. Yeah, she's cool. She's good. She's good in the show. She's good this season. Then she disappeared for one season. You need to watch it, Doug. Orange Is the New Black is a great show. It's for everybody. It's for men. It's for women. It's for homosexuals. It's for bisexual people. It's for everyone. There's a message for everyone, especially black people. There's a big black message. Last season, big black message.
I know the only thing I know this
CBM.
Season, there was some apparently there's some guy who hacked. There was a company that was doing like the finishing audio on the show, and some guy hacked into their server, stole all the episodes for. Well, this is season 5, right?
Yeah, season 5. They put it out.
And he was threatening Netflix. He was like holding their episodes for ransom, like, "Oh, you pay me this, or I'll put the episodes out." And that was like 3 months ago.
And they was like, "Nah,
fuck that." If
people watched it,
pirate them, they're already going to pirate them. They're not going. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And like Netflix has such a huge install base that no matter what, the people are going to watch it there. Like,
it's only growing too. Like Netflix is.
The shit.
Every time I hear something about Netflix, they're in a new country. I'm like,
and they're accommodating. That's the thing I like about Netflix. They're growing, but they're still accommodating. They're still thinking about other people. They've raised the price, but
they're thinking outside the box
going too. That's another thing.
There's a couple. They canceled like a couple shows recently though, which was kind of worrisome for me. Like, you know, the Get Down. Even though the Get Down is cool, the budget was really high. It was like the highest budget for a TV show ever or some shit like that. So the budget was really high for it. So I can understand that because it was so high that they had to do 2 parts for one season. And they canceled a couple other shows too that they were original, but none of the big shows like Orange Is the New Black is going to be good. House of Cards is going to be around forever. I don't really watch any other show.
I watched the Voltron show. Definitely, that shit's really good. The production is awesome.
Making a Murderer is coming back still. I don't know what it's going to be about though, but Making a Murderer is coming back.
Those Netflix cartoons, man, they're killing it with them.
Netflix is just great regardless. Like, I will always give their shows a chance. Like, Series of Unfortunate Events is the greatest thing I ever watched. Like, I was so happy watching that
theme song.
You know, I love Series of Unfortunate Events anyways. So like the fact that Neil Patrick Harris did better than Jim Carrey is wild to me because, you know, I love Jim Carrey. So it's definitely worth watching. And it ended in such a fucked up way, and it made me so happy. Because they fucked with people who knew the book, so that was the best thing.
Yeah, you got to do that sometimes. That's why, like I said, like when it comes to people having like their own creative direction and they can like do shit like that. That's what's cool about the Flash, is because at least for me, because a lot of stuff you can kind of like anticipate comic book kind of shit, but then like, you know, they have their freedom to do whatever they want. So I'm like, cool. Like, I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't care if, you know, who is Zoom. I don't care who these, like, they still have the names. They still have the shit, and they switch it how they want. You still get the gist and spirit of the Flash.
Exactly.
So that's all I care about.
And plus, like I always say, like, this is my problem with people say, it's not like the comic, it's not like the book. I look at, like, for example, in comic books, if a new writer grabs the Flash, they're not going to just do the same story over again. Because they're writers. They have to write something new and fresh for it. And that's accepted in comic books. We accept that. Like, we accept so many different incarnations of our characters, but as soon as a movie comes around and wants to do the same thing, we get mad. I understand it's a different medium.
When they tell them, oh, do the same
it's not
thing
like a cartoon.
Okay, what?
A cartoon is different.
What of 2,000 comics you want me to do?
Right. Just tell me how to do it the right way.
This isn't like the era. Like, for example, the guy who created the X-Men animated show, he created in like 1990 or probably like little end of the 80s. He was creating it. He read every single comic from, I think, 1963 for X-Men on. And back then, it was so easy to find the comics because it was very streamlined. It was Uncanny X-Men, and that was about it. So he was able to get all the stories in his head and then put that into the show. Now we live in an era where Superman came out like 80 or 75 years ago.
Yeah,
so
and there's been reboots. There's been like three different reboots on one Superman, and now
there's like three Superman stories right now.
They just combined two different. They combined a new 52 Superman with the post crisis Superman. Now they're back to being regular Superman.
But that fucked my head up. I was trying to keep up with Superman. That's like the one I try to keep up with, and I was just like, I can't do this, especially with Spider-Man. Oh my god, I don't want to start there.
All right, well, before we go so many more tangents, since we're in the TV, the TV version, I guess we can speak about Black Lightning.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Check out that trailer yet?
I seen a bit of a teaser. I saw like what he looks like and stuff. I didn't see much.
Yeah, I saw what he looks like. I saw like posters. I saw just like all the promotion. I saw all the promotional things, but the actual visual. I mean, he looks fucking tight. It looks like a Black Shazam. Fuck it, why not? That's what the suit looks like, pretty much. Like, he looks like he's in an Injustice or some shit.
Yeah,
it looks armorish.
My question is it going to be in continuity with the rest of the CW shows?
From what I've heard, I don't think so. From what I've heard, I don't think it's going to. I don't think they have to be tied down.
Because I do not need to watch 2 seasons of this shit and then have Barry Allen do some dumb shit and completely rewrite all of that. I don't need that. Because that, I mean, Arrow was already fucked up, but that really made Arrow irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
And usually, even if a show is bad, I watch it. I continue to watch it because I'm dedicated to a show. There's so much going on these days that, like, if you're not a great show and you're not showing me that, you get to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, we're during the TV renaissance right now.
Oh, we're in the because TVs are movies.
Yeah, but the way I feel about it too is like, even if but if they're not part of the Arrowverse, dude, I'm perfectly fine because that's what makes me kind of want to watch Supergirl the most right now, is because it's not entirely a part of the Arrowverse, but it kind of is. It's like in another Earth or like another So even if they did the same thing, so like, I feel like if I wanted to watch Supergirl, I can watch it without worrying about fucking Arrow and Legends. But when it does come to the crossover, because in the first season, Flash went to her show when it was on a different network. But now since they're all on the same network, it's cool that like they sprinkled in there. Because dude, fucking Martian Manhunter on the Flash, I was like, damn, I need to. I need to go fucking watch Supergirl, man. Like,
he is really good in Supergirl. I haven't watched the new season, but last season I loved his arc. I love his character. Obviously, he had to be in disguise most of the time, so that's kind of like, But he was a black dude playing. He was a black dude in disguise. John Jones was a Martian in disguise as the black dude, and that's
Hank Henshaw. He was in disguise as Hank Henshaw.
Actually,
I think in this season of Supergirl, they actually brought back the old Hank Henshaw. So now he's cyborg Superman now. So it's the same actor playing 2 different characters. Fucking amazing.
That's beautiful.
I didn't watch all, but I haven't really watched all Supergirl.
I haven't
I've only watched it every now and then. I check it. Yeah. I check in on it. I watched like the first 3 episodes, especially since Superman was in it. So.
Oh yeah, Superman was dope. I did watch those episodes. I actually think the Superman costume is better than the movies.
It does look really, especially for the budget. But
I just don't like the guy who plays it. Like the look in his face, like the way the first images were like the worst thing I ever seen in my life.
But back to Black Lightning.
You say you can see the bitch in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, Superman is a bitch. If Superman wasn't strong, he'd be dead. Like he don't know how to throw no.
I personally don't fuck with Superman.
He had negative
Superman's a
hands.
bitch. Like, I hate Superman.
I love Superman.
What
He's my
about
favorite,
Tom
but
Welling,
he has
man? Come on,
negative
Al.
hands.
You can't do that.
Tom Holland.
But,
Tom Welling.
Oh, Tom Welling is a shit, man. He needs
dude,
to
I
come
fuck with
back.
Tom Welling. Yeah, dude. I'm like,
God.
woo.
Grew up with that.
I'm sure if Smallville didn't take up his life, he probably would still want to do it. But I'm sure at this point, he's probably so burned out on it. He probably never
10 years of watching that show. How old was I? I was 19. I was 19 when the show. No, actually, I was 18 when the show ended. So that's 10 years of watching that. So I was 8 when I started watching that show, and it ended in 2011. That's crazy to me.
5 maybe. That's the latest.
It was good. It ended.
I do
Darkseid was in it. So it was cool.
I think it was Bart. Wasn't it Bart who showed up?
Yeah, it was Bart Allen. It was
Bart.
Yeah, it started with Bart, and then the Justice League episode and the Cyborg episode.
Oh, rest in peace, Lee Thompson Young. Every time I think, so sad, yo.
I shed a tear, man. I'm telling you, I ain't lying.
Yeah,
but, okay,
come on, man.
Let's go back to Black Lightning real quick. Let me just
let's pull it up.
Trailer. Let me just. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. You guys.
I was wondering how we got to that. You know, actually, I could probably
bring the trailer on mute just so look at it.
I could probably bring up the trailer.
So do that.
I could probably bring up the trailer right
now.
So
if you want, yeah, he's pretty much a retired hero that's come back to whoop ass.
Basically, he got his ass shot.
Ooh, okay.
Principal for a little bit.
Which one is it? Okay, first look.
Yeah. Okay, low key, I'm liking the action. He got hands. He definitely got hands. Okay, cool. Hell yeah, bring that shit up.
Oh, this is dope.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna click you.
Oh, shit. Look at that melanin. Chuck T's. Shit.
Yeah, you got fucked up, dog.
At least on his right side, not by the heart, so. He'll live.
Yeah. Damn,
he fucked homeboy up. That Gabrielle Union? Well, she looked familiar.
He chose family.
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, dude, I got a good feeling about this show. It looks pretty dope.
Oh, who's that? That look familiar.
I don't recognize pretty much anyone. Yeah, I don't recognize her personally. I don't know what she's popping off on. Coming to CW.
Ooh, that soundtrack. Are you guys hearing it, or are you guys just seeing it?
No,
I ain't hearing it, but don't worry about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. The music it sounds like some slave music. It's pretty dope.
Oh, damn.
I love how people have ingrained the sound into like scores, so like we can really have some really cool scores.
I'm telling you, dude. It was basically CW saying, watching Luke Cage, and it was like, we can try that. We got a black character.
Yeah. Like they're scratching their head and shit. Like, man, who do we got?
I mean, it kind of looks TV cheesy, but that's kind of like just what it is.
That's CW
budget, but that looked really good for a TV budget. I mean, it's probably gonna be the pilot, of course, so it's gonna be better, but still, that looks nice.
And then boom! Oh shit!
That's
and
hard.
He's got kids too. He's a superhero with kids, you know.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys are interested in this, you definitely should check out the when they used to do DC Nation on Saturdays. When they used to have Young Justice and all that the Green Lantern cartoon. They have some tight ass Black Lightning shorts with him and his family.
Oh, I'm definitely down. It was nice.
Damn.
That was a little cringy. Like, it seemed like the acting was a little bad there, but you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, like,
it's most important to me.
Like I said, like I'm down to watch this show, and then like if it does do a crossover, cool. If not, still cool. You know what I mean? My boy Wally West.
That was good. That was good.
Now,
I will definitely. That's enough to make me watch it.
Mm-hmm. And that was just like the first 2 episodes probably in the trailer. So
Yeah,
I'm with it.
It looks more promising than Legends, even though I still watch Legends just to watch it because I love it.
See, my issue with Legends is that like I didn't like it. It's just that I was on the first season and I quit watching it, and fucking the Time Master, I fucking keep forgetting his name, Rip Hunter, dude. Oh my god, he was so unbearable because like it's bad enough we got Barry fucking up the timeline. But this nigga's supposed to be a fucking Time Lord of Time Master. He's supposed to know. He's supposed to, like, he's like that. He's like that coach that's like, hey guys, go do that lap, and they're like, nigga, we ain't running no lap, and he's just like, and I'm just like, and he's like, so I'm like, and I'm just like,
you're not listening to me.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to command. He's not like a leader, and I guess that's part of his development, I guess.
Dude,
yeah,
and obviously,
I guess.
And then they don't. Because like I said, they don't trust him. He's like his motives are always like skewed. So it's like, man, how do you expect these people to be on your side when you're not even being upfront about stuff? You know?
Exactly. In the first season too, because his whole motivation was to fucking basically cause aberrations. That was his whole. He's like, oh, I'm gonna save my wife and son or whatever. Nigga, they died already. Get over it. Like that's your job, is to protect the time stream. And if you do that, you're not protecting the time stream. You're going.
You know why I don't like this show? The main reason why I have a hate for the show. I don't like it anyways, but the main thing I have a hate for is that they took really good characters from other shows, and the characters that they took away, it definitely affected the other shows, and I can feel the effects. Like I can see the effects
a little bit. Like, see, but that's the reason why
it would be nice to have just a Rogues episode. Like we already got Mirror Master, we got the top. Come on, let's get them together. Let's get the Rogues together, people.
Adam hit it. I mean, Adam would have been great. He could have had his own show, but probably not because you don't really have villains.
That was the original plan. The original plan before they even start talking about this was to give Adam his own show, and then that's when they start coming up with the at least to like from the communication and like perception you can get from just being involved. It's like, yeah, you kind of thought Ray Palmer's in his own show because obviously homie used to be Superman. He felt he's raised a little bit, so like he's kind of like that still kind of actor to where I don't think he's a good actor, but
not really.
He's kind of relevant enough to be his own show. But I was like, I don't know. Especially if Felicity does cameos in the Adam show, I'm definitely not trying to watch that shit.
Nah,
like,
man.
dude,
Felicity, what happened? She was like dope at one point. Then like the internet started loving her, and they started doing what they do with Supernatural. Like with Supernatural, I love Supernatural, but there are times to where they cater to the internet because Tumblr is really big.
The Tumblr
Supernatural is huge on Tumblr, so they kind of like they fuck up, and like Ray, like even if. Put Ray on this Flash. I feel like Ray, like his character on the Flash will work because fucking Cisco is dead.
They did that one cross.
Well, I don't know if he's dead, but Cisco ain't Cisco no more.
They did that one crossover with him and Adam, and it was pretty cool. I mean,
it was great.
Yeah.
But
because I know Arrow is too much for Arrow, too much tech, too much for Arrow because Arrow needs to try to stay grounded. It's just like, and Firestorm was dope. Like, why do we have Firestorm in a show like this? Like, why do we have Firestorm in a show like this?
Firestorm he was kind of like my anchor, and because
that's two key characters.
The dialogue between him and Martin Stein got better. It's like they kind of accepted the life and relationship they have. Like, we're pretty much bounded together, for the rest of our lives, our existence, and like I don't know, it's dope. Like they kind of like, they feel each other's emotions. So he's just like, so he's like, so great, what's popping? Like, so he's like, you have to bring out that stiffness out of him, and it works both ways too. Because like to have someone as smart as him in your head, it helps you make better decisions. And then
you're gonna learn from it. Yeah.
And then obviously,
I always love the concept.
He's like a super extremely powerful character. Like he could fucking blow up Earth if he wanted to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like
well, I mean, everybody knows Firestorm could fuck Superman up, fuck him up. With his transmogrifying powers or whatever, fuck Superman up. Turn any part of Superman to kryptonite. Done. He can synthesize that shit with just his bare hands.
Well, fuck him. I know that's true, but Superman's still the shit. We ain't gonna do all that now. We ain't gonna.
Even Adam can fuck up Superman. I've seen. I think it was. I don't know. I don't know exactly what comic book it was, but Adam like slipped into Superman's ear and had like a sliver of kryptonite up to that nigga's brain.
The best thing about Superman is that no, actually, this is the thing. The worst thing about Superman is that he's overpowered, And the best thing about Superman is that he can easily be defeated, which is very contradictory. It's just weird because Batman shouldn't be able to kill Superman, but he can. Like he can if he wanted to. But Superman is overpowered. He could easily just snap Batman's neck. It's just shit like that. But the biggest thing with Superman is that the way that he has his weaknesses, and he's also he restrains himself because he can obviously he could destroy the world. He could punch the ground and destroy the planet. He could if he wanted.
Yeah, it's like exactly.
But he's the guy with that power. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's living around He's living around toilet paper. Your house is made out of toilet paper. Everything is fragile.
Just like that one scene where he is with him. Was he fighting Darkseid or was he fighting Mongol? I can't remember.
Could be either or. You probably saw some purple. You probably saw some big buff nigga wearing purple. And he was like, I don't know who.
Yeah, it's the same shit to me. Like they.
Yeah, I used to mix them up all the time.
He was like, I'm glad I can finally cut loose because I've always felt like I'm a man around tissue or some shit. And he's just starting. Oof. All right. Well, that's Black Lightning, so we're still in the TV.
Yeah. I'll give it a try.
All right. You guys hear about Stan Lee's new anime coming out? The Reflection?
No, I'm not.
It's Stan Lee.
Yeah. So what is that even about? Like, is it a hero? Is it just something completely brand new?
Okay, so from what I remember from watching the trailer, it was, you ever watched Needless, right? Have you ever seen Needless or anything like that? No. Apparently there was, okay, I think the world went into I think so many years of darkness or something, and most of the world died off. And the only people who survived were people who developed superpowers or whatever.
That's dope.
So now most of the world, I believe most of the world population has superpowers, shit like that. Some people became villains, some people became heroes. And it's just basically, I guess, them trying to deal with the world after the population starts regrowing again. That's pretty much all I got from the trailer so far. It looks pretty good.
So this is the anime that Stan Lee is doing?
Yeah, the Reflection. Yeah,
that sounds dope.
Dude. There's a show, Needless, that I used to watch. Is almost exactly the same. And My Hero Academia's got the same kind of, there's a big population. Like the majority of the world is superpowered.
That's dope.
So
I wonder how the score is going to be. Because I feel like anime is great when it comes to.
It is on YouTube.
Art style.
It says that it's about to be on Crunchyroll.
Oh, see.
At least that's what I'm looking at. Because I'm Googling right now. It says something about possibly on Crunchyroll. Yeah. Which is cool.
I hope we see more about it at a Comic-Con. That's what I'm waiting for.
What's the name of it again?
The Reflection.
The Reflection, yeah. Obviously, original work by Stan Lee.
That's dope.
But no, yeah, I'm definitely down.
Right. I'm definitely into that. I'm liking that. These animes are actually going more like the superhero route because I got My Hero Academia. That's out now. If anybody ain't watching that, please check it out. It is amazing. It's really good. Fucking heart-wrenching, emotional as hell. I'm telling you. Is
it going to be dubbed or is it going to be a sub thing?
I'm assuming sub first, but maybe they might do simultaneous. You never know.
That'd be dope.
That'd be better if they did.
Gosh, the art style is beautiful.
No, it is. That shit looks.
It looks like Cyclops. It looks like new Cyclops.
Maybe got anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the X cross. Yeah. No, I peeped that. I was like, okay, I see what that kind of is.
Oh, I'm loving that. Yeah, I definitely check that out. It looks worthy enough to check out.
Yeah, but that's dope because like when you said the Years of Darkness, that kind of reminds me of one of my favorite movies, and they actually have two versions of it. It's called Time Machine. Have you guys ever seen that?
I don't think I did.
I think it's either Time Machine or The Time Machine, some shit like that.
You're talking about the one that's based on
the book.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it was H.G. Wells or somebody who does that. I can't forget.
That's what it is.
Or Jules Verne.
That's who did it. Like H.G. Wells.
Yeah,
H.G. Wells. I know exactly where you got that from.
I'm pretty sure I saw.
H.G. Yeah, it's H.G. Wells. He did the book, and then they had two movies come of it. One of them had Orlando. I've seen both. I saw the old one first, and then I saw the one with Orlando Jones in it. That's just funny. That's
Orlando Jones. That's my guy.
Yeah, dude. That's a dope movie. But that's pretty much what it was about. Well, entirely what it was about. Like
humanity skews, because I know Futurama makes fun of it in the episode where humanity like skews off into two different species or whatever. One is more like the Mongoloids, and other like smarter, and other ones are more physical.
Yeah, because there's like people, because it's something like that where something happens. I think the moon dies or some shit like that, or something happens where like people are forced to, people who can't live above ground, they start living underground, and then there's people who live above. So you think it's like a super peaceful, utopic kind of caveman world, but really, people down underneath are kind of like primitive, but they're running shit. So they come up to fucking eat the humans from above, and they're pretty much led by like someone who's like super crazy smart. And it's pretty crazy. I don't like, that's kind of like the basis. I mean, the whole concept of the movie is dope. Like the way they talk about, cause like I said, it's more of a time machine. It's not a time space machine. So
yeah,
so just the kind of logic behind that was kind of dope. And like, it's like it's all fourth dimensional thinking and shit like that.
I just put that in my notes.
Sure, I know Futurama has an episode where like they build a time machine, but it only goes forward. That's all they can do. They can't go backwards. So like they have to keep going through time, and eventually they go so far through time, they go through the end of time. They go to the end of the world, and then they keep going even further past that, and they end up right where they started, but just the world's 3 feet lower. So they just fall 3 feet on top of themselves before they left.
That's actually pretty dope concept. See, it's shit like that fucks my head up, because the time continuum is like, how do you can't even grasp it. Like as humans, we can't really grasp it. Like even though time's a thing.
Diagrams of it, we can just like it's like trying to put a 3-dimensional cube on a flat piece of paper.
Time is the one thing that doesn't stop.
Draw it like that, but it won't. It's still not 3D. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's so wild to me. I love it, man. I love it. I love anything to do with time. My favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time, is Back to the Future 1 and 2. I put them together because same movie.
I used to hate 3, but I'm starting to get more respect for 3.
3 is really good. It's just that it's not 1 or 2. That's the only problem. It's still in my top 5.
Solid, but you have to watch 1 to get to 2.
We'll see.
Exactly.
Well, see, like I said,
it's one overarching story to me. So it's all one movie because it's very continuous. It's not like they didn't miss any cues.
Okay, so here's what I feel about it. Obviously, just me personally, I feel like you can't like 1 over 2 or 2 over 1. Because like I said, they definitely are the same movie, and they're one continuum. The problem with number 3 is that it should have ended at 2. There should be no 3.
There really should.
But when you don't get caught up in that, which took me a long time, you can appreciate number 3.
Oh yeah.
But
they had the formula.
Like I said, I've definitely learned to appreciate it. But yeah, like 1 and 2 should have just been the absolute end of it. And if anything, number 3 should have been them continuing in present day. Because if you think about number 1 and 2, we never had a present day movie.
No.
Like,
we were in present day for like maybe 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, in both films. So if anything, they could have been, because I said their present day was completely fucked up. Because, dude, he pretty much he changed the timeline crazy.
Yeah.
His dad was a fucking, he's like this. Exactly. For personal gain.
He don't know them.
Yeah. He don't even know them.
He don't know them.
He's totally different people.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, how did he not change himself? Is there another Marty that he had to kill in order to get back in the house? Because obviously there's a Marty out there who's always been rich and lived a good life, that always had that that got the truck he wanted when he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. There's a Marty out there who, you know what I'm saying?
Rick, it's me. I don't know why you said Marty. It sounded like you said Morty. I don't know. That's why I grabbed it.
I was trying to stop myself.
But do we have a so back to Stanley though? Do we have a release date for that fucking reflection show?
It said 2017. That's all I saw.
Yeah, that's all I know. I'm hoping to hear more about it from San Diego Comic-Con, because I'm pretty sure they presented it last year and everything. I've only seen Comic-Con? 2 videos.
When is it?
It's later. It should be later on in July.
Okay, July. I was like, I'm like, is it this month? thought it was the third.
It might be this month.
30th.
I'm not
something like that.
I just know E3 and that's very close to each other. So
yeah, I can't wait for either. Oh, Stanley's not gonna go. He retired from him. Shit. Well, think about it. He could get sick at one and then be.
Throwing up.
Fold him up.
You never know. Niggas don't wash their hands. People around there coughing.
Musty.
Into their freaking. Yeah, people don't cover up when they cough. Just being.
I don't know.
Honky. Everyone's trying to meet him and shake his hand. Oh boy!
If I'm not mistaken, I think they sent out like it could be a fake thing because internet you don't know it's real. But I could have swore Comic-Con or one of those things put out like a thing telling people to put deodorant on or some shit like that.
I hope like that makes sense. Or come with some spray deodorant. Shit.
Right, like what are you doing? Like
especially if you're wearing those costumes, you want to be in a costume sweating all day and then just,
like I get it. Like if you didn't take a shower, fine, put some motherfucking deodorant on. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. God, imagine like
thing is too, like,
oh, good fan of you. Like breath all Stanley probably is like, I'm done. He has smelled the odor of the worst people on the planet. Like Jesus Christ, odor wise.
He's probably tired of going to fucking Comic-Con smelling In and Out but not seeing the food. He's like, where the fuck is this shit? You're like, man, every time I come here, I swear you niggas got In and Out. Where's it at though?
Physical manifestations of In and Out.
Shit.
Yeah. He just had it. He was fed up.
Yeah, I wonder is Stanley healthy enough to eat a good greasy ass burger? Like, would that clock him out? Would that be it?
He's New Yorker, so you never know.
You never know.
He probably eat some nasty shit. They love onions over there too. Just
I
like,
feel like if he ate that burger,
shit on top of shit.
Yeah, man, you wouldn't have to go in the bathroom after him for 35 minutes if he ate the fucking burger. God damn. I don't even want to know what would happen to him. That's so disrespectful to Stanley. We talk about if he can eat a burger or not. That's fucked up. This man has created Spider-Man, and we're talking about if he can eat a burger or not. Let's relax.
Oh, if he can eat a burger and survive. He can do it, but can he survive? That's the question.
Them teeth still work.
Is it a smart choice?
Excelsior. Shout out to Stan Lee, man. He's been on like Comic Book Man like 30 times, yo. Like Kevin Smith is milking it.
Kevin Smith is milking the whole comic industry.
I love it.
I know he's wrote comics before. I know
he created like the dopest character for Batman Beyond. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Batman Beyond or regular Batman. He created a dope ass character.
I know he created some character named like Automatopoeia.
I think that's who it is with the swirls on the face, like the dope ass character.
Oh no, that's some other character. I think there's one character I was writing the comic book. There's some character named Automatopoeia, and all he does is literally says the thing before he does it, like boom,
bam, splish. Splish, 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 splish.
There's a panel where he wrote, it was supposed to be in Batman's beginning days, and he literally talked about how Batman pisses his pants because Batman wasn't ready for. There's an explosion happening. It was like supposed to be Batman's first days, and he's like, "What they don't tell you is when this explosion happens, there's so much pressure on you, you can't control your bladder. Your bladder has a spasm, and that's the day I knew I pissed my pants," or some shit like that. So Batman literally pisses his pants.
Leave Bruce alone. Leave Bruce alone. Like, why would you put that out there? Batman pissed himself. Come on, how you gonna?
He overcame it though.
How you gonna kill Superman? You piss yourself. That was the journey. That was the journey to killing Superman. Get out of here.
It starts with piss. But I guess we can go to our next next subject.
I'm ready.
I love these tangents though. I like talking.
Tangents are great.
But I mean, I guess we're still on TV because that was Stanley's reflection. We got Dragon Ball Super. I want to say that was the episodes 95, 96. Those are the last two ones well, what do you just want to talk about in general, or?
I'm down. Well, it depends on how. Like, Troy, what's the last episode you seen? Because I don't want to spoil it.
Last episode I seen, it has to be in the 70s. Definitely in the 70s. I haven't watched in weeks. On purpose.
Was it during? Did you watch the exhibition tournament?
The last episode I watched, Majin Buu destroyed one of the wolf guys.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
during the what is that,
Yeah.
Universe 9 or whatever?
Yeah, he fucked him. He fucked that boy up, man.
Dangerous TKO.
He fucked him up. But one thing I can say about Dragon Ball Super in general is it's a great show, and anyone hating on the shows like just don't like Dragon Ball. Like you really just don't like Dragon Ball if you don't like it. Like I don't really understand. Like they're doing the same shit they've been doing with a little bit more of a light. The only thing I do hate is the fact that Goku became carefree kid who likes to adventure to just I want to fight every day. That's kind of like they overdid that trait of him.
I can see that.
Blood,
his like that. Oh, that's my biggest weakness. I love challenges. I love fights. No, I get it. No, trust me. I guess
he doesn't risk the world. He risks the world's safety too much, and that was a trait that he never really did. He cared about the safety first, and then he wanted to have a challenge at the same time.
That's one thing I was thinking about the other day, because I was thinking like, how's Sean Schimmel, the guy who does the dub? I'm wondering like, how's he gonna like capture that like carefree almost, because usually in the dub of the Dragon Ball Z, like Goku's he's basically Superman, you know what I'm saying? He's basically sacrificer, savior of worlds. But the Goku character in this one, he's more just worried about fighting. Like I don't want to spoil it, but the decision he made in these last episodes are like, that's not something a fucking person who actually cares about the world would do. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe like he's traumatized from dying so goddamn much.
Compromising some of
that's the thing. You know? He's died so much that he doesn't understand death. That's why this whole thing about being erased is supposed to be more significant, because you know, because dying ain't shit to Goku.
Oh no,
he's like, he got Dragon Ball for that.
He just go hang out in the afterlife whenever he wants to.
He got niggas. He got niggas everywhere.
Oh, King Kai, what's popping? Oh, King Yamak. Hey, what's popping, dog?
Fucking Grand Elder Kai.
They may make it a way to where he's strong enough to just teleport right back to Earth and chill with Gohan for a couple days. They make that even be possible.
I mean, he can go to hell anytime he wants to.
Yeah. All you gotta do is hit up Baba, like, yo, Baba, come through. It's amazing that her name is Baba, by the way. Just saying. That's Master Roshi's sister.
Yeah. But like I said, pretty much all dude, you haven't missed much, because since that tournament, they were supposed to. They after that tournament, the episodes you saw, they gave them a day to go back and recruit everyone for the big tournament, which is the universe battle. So the universes are going to have the super tournament, and the tournament's about to be a battle royale. So all the universes are going to be fighting in one big giant tournament stage at once. So now each universe,
Royal Rumble, Dragon Ball, yo, I'm with it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much where now they're at, like where it's like, okay, go back to your universes, recruit 10 people, and come back. So for the last 12, 15 episodes, although it's only been 24 or 48 hours, it has been like so many how many, 24 hours?
It's been 48 hours.
So this shit is real time, pretty much.
Pretty much, like each episode's been like an hour or less.
Jesus, yeah, so like because the last couple 30 minutes, well, they're like 22 minute episodes.
Yeah.
Roughly, with the intro could include it.
Yeah, so when you finally get to watch it, it's just gonna speed it up. And like I said, with the photos, you already know who's gonna be Team Universe 7. I guess you would say. So you pretty much already know who it's gonna be. The only twist, I guess, like I said, they went to go recruit Krillin. So that was just the whole episode about Krillin, and then like how is he gonna do it?
I think was that the one where he was a cop and his like wife, his baby mama was, or no, his daughter was like, "You're weak. What the fuck?" And he's like,
"I'm not weak." When he actually got shot, she's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And he was like,
"Is Goku stronger than you, Daddy?"
And he was like, "No." And he's like, "No." He wanted to do something. Look at Galaxy back there.
Yeah, right. But then it was tight because fucking Gohan got his ass whooped by fucking Krillin. I was like Gohan is a bitch, dog. Like, because Gohan, he went to go train with Piccolo, because Piccolo, obviously, this nigga's down.
Piccolo down, he's just pretty always. He always gets stronger. He never's not getting stronger. That's why I love Piccolo.
Yeah, like, he's never going to be my favorite character, but that's one thing I always fuck with Piccolo about. Like, he's never been a bitch. Like, even though, like, they don't make him as strong. Like, for Namek, dude, he's definitely, like, Super Saiyan
8,000. Like,
shit, dog. Like, he is, like, he is like
God. That's fact.
Dude, yeah, there ain't no one fucking with Piccolo. If you green, don't even step.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Piccolo, he beat fucking the Universe 6 Freezer. I can't read his name. I think Frost or some
Frost.
shit.
Yeah.
Frost, there we go. I was trying to.
Yeah,
he's in
whooped
Universe
his
now.
ass with strategy. And like, dude, I'm telling you, man, like, dude, I love how they make Piccolo extremely smart.
Yes.
Like that's his biggest weapon, like his brain. Like
he's like the oldest one out of all of them, besides Master Roshi, of course, because he still counts as the original Piccolo.
Exactly.
The one that Kami split up. So he's pretty much the age of Kami. So and Kami's a part of him now. So damn, man, Kami, man, no, I just remember Kami's dead. Oh, that was a sad episode, especially if you watch Dragon Ball. If you watch Dragon Ball, that hurt my heart, especially with Mr. Popo. Oh, Kami.
But yeah, Gohan is getting trained by Piccolo, and like Piccolo's pretty much telling him like, "You're soft, man. Like, come on, man." But no, yeah, like him and when they went to go recruit Krillin, Goku was like, "All right, we need you guys to fight to see where you at." And Gohan thought he was the shit, got humbled hard in a one-on-one versus Krillin. He got humbled.
Damn, at least we can never say Krillin's a bitch.
Even after
like Yamcha has always been a bitch. Like Yamcha was the first person that Goku fought and defeated. So Yamcha has been down since.
Yamcha is almost Hercule in this fucking series. Because that's all this nigga is. He's nothing but a joke.
Yo, he needs to. He
hasn't even had a fight.
He needs to stuff him.
Like the only thing he's good at is baseball, and he still almost died during then.
I know. They did that episode on purpose. Just to make him be the winner. Because they kind of had like little hints of like, oh, you're weak, dog, like in there, because he was like the only one who knew how to play and shit. Because they was just like fucking up everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so far it's been pretty good though. I like where it's going. I'm waiting for the tournament to finally start. But the only thing that's I guess really kind of polarizing and dope is that Boo, of course, can't come to the fucking tournament. Which sucks because because Boo actually got while everyone went off, so they recruited everyone and they're like, okay, get your shit ready, it's about to go down. So this nigga Boo, Jamil, he fucking got in shape and lost weight and got hella buff.
Yes.
Like
I cannot wait to see this.
Dude, I was like, because in my head I was like, yes, because the Android 17 episodes were just. I loved it all.
I knew he was going to. I just haven't seen. Oh, that makes me hyped. That makes me. Yeah, so I know you like Android 17 a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes back and then so pretty much he's like I've been training this whole time. So he's like yeah, he's powerful.
I'm so happy. Is he bad or is he just like chilling?
He's like a peacekeeper. He's a park ranger. So he protects an island, a bunch of animals.
Because that Super 17 is cool, but it's like, come on, like we didn't.
I don't fuck with Super 17. Nah, I don't fuck with Super 17. But Goten and Trunks is about to take over his park ranger job while he's gone.
Yeah,
that's so.
And
dope.
and Mirren too.
All right, Mirren.
Oh man, I got scared for a second. I was like, wait.
That's cool.
That's a side story. I want some of the Dragon Ball characters come back, like Launch, Mortien, Ader, Android 8.
Yep, Tien's part of the tournament too. We have an episode with Tien and when he recruits Tien and Roshi together.
Yajiromi, or what?
No, just Master Roshi.
Master Roshi. Okay, I heard you say Yajirobe. That's what I'm thinking about. Master Roshi, Master Roshi is tough though. He is like one of the strongest humans.
And he actually overcame his biggest weakness.
Pussy.
Yep.
Yo,
literally. That's literally how he defined it.
my guy, man. Yep. I love Master
Roshi. He's like, now I can't be seduced.
Yo, all I say, side note, there's no sadder episode than when Krillin and Master Roshi got killed in Dragon Ball. They got beamed and they had to put them in caskets. And, that was the saddest shit ever. Yo, Dragon Ball is a slept-on title because Dragon Ball Z is popular, but Dragon Ball is not as popular story-wise. No one really knows about it. They just know Super Saiyan and shit like that.
The only thing I really remember is the Red Ribbon Army arc. That's the one I remember the most. With Android 6 or whatever the fuck that dude's name is, Frankenstein.
And Android 8. Ader.
Okay.
AKA Ader. That's who I want to see back. I want to see him because you see him at the end of Dragon Ball Z. You do see him at the end of when they show all the people, like the Native American dudes he knew. General Tao. They show all of them when at the end when something was when the world ended or when the world came back. I can't remember.
I think it was when they were doing Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, Spirit Bomb. There we go. Yeah, you see them all. Oh man, Dragon Ball as a whole is just great. Even GT's all right.
People hate on GT. GT was okay for the first season, but then after that, I couldn't just stick with it.
It was them trying to combine Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, and them making Goku a kid was a big point of them trying to do it. But I felt like they could have did it without Goku being a child. They didn't have to do that. Super Saiyan 4 is a good thing we got out of it. So
at least we got confirmed that Oog's around. You know,
still. Good. Yep, we did. Good. We got confirmed that he exists, which is dope because, like you said, like that's perfect on the end of Dragon Ball. You know, that's the wish you wanted
in Dragon Ball Z. Technically, the last episode.
Like I said, we already considered. And I'm not surprised. Like once Pan got confirmed is like a semi-canon thing. Like you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, they're at least like if they overwrite GT, I'm cool with that because it needs to be overwritten. Like,
it needs to be.
Like a lot of good elements. Like I said, like there's no way you can have GT without having Gotenks once. Like fuck you. Like that's the biggest like slap in the fucking face.
Yeah, and
like
I did see like a thing of adult Gotenks. It was like canon. It's like from not canon, but it was in some video game.
Yeah, but see, that's also my thing too. Is like why even have Goten and Trunks so powerful as like both prodigies? Like you know, Kid Gohan at the same age as Goten and Trunks will get his ass
murked.
So with that potential, especially with Trunks actually being raised by Vegeta, that future Trunks should be like the most powerful shit on the planet.
Right.
They made them both soft school kids who wanted the business.
Bitches. Oh, dude.
Goten only wanted to get pussy. That's the only thing he cared about. That was Master Roshi's kid. Quiet as kept. You ever see what Master Roshi looked like as a young guy? That was his kid. Shit.
Hey, Goku's always there. Chi-Chi got flipping.
That's what everybody keeps saying. They keep saying fucking Gohan is. I heard a theory that Gohan is supposed to be like low-key Yamcha's kid, which I'm like, what? Just because he doesn't look exactly like Goku, because Goten looks exactly like
him, and he's retarded too, just like him.
Come on, guys, you can't be like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's pretty tight. So I guess the only big kind of twist that's kind of dope that happened in Super, you'll get to it, is that instead of Boo competing, because this dude obviously fucking ate food or some shit and fell asleep.
But he trained too hard, and then he trained
too hard and passed out. So now this nigga won't wake up. So I'm just like, damn it, because So they pretty much did what they did with Frieza. Like Frieza never trained in his whole life, and then once he did, he was fucking golden Frieza. So they kind of did that with Boo. Like Boo is just fucking Majin Buu.
God damn! Imagine that. Stronger Boo.
So hard working, actually trying Boo, like the power is just infinite. So that's pretty much what happened. So
does he look like Super Boo a little bit?
Close.
Yes.
Close.
But not in the face.
Not in the scary ass. Like
it's like But it was dope though. So it was tight. So I was like, okay, that's pretty fresh.
I'm with that, man.
So since Boo went to sleep, they needed a 10th member. So the 10th member ended up being Frieza. So Goku went to hell, and they're going to bring back Frieza on a 24-hour pass to compete in the tournament. And that
just sounds bad already. That sounds like that's going to be a bad like situation. I love that though. That is creative.
Dude, that's creative. Dope. Like the way they did it, like. So that's kind of like the most latest episode, kind of like, for more or less. But yeah, that shit has potential. Like I actually got hyped now. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Because he went to hell. And he was just like, we give you 24 hours out of this place, but we need you to do this. He's like, if you don't anyway, the universe is going to get erased. So this is pretty much your only option.
There's one thing that worries me a little bit about that is because remember when Goku came back for his 24-hour pass, they only gave him a certain amount of energy because when he burnt through it, it's Super Saiyan 3. So I'm like, with Frieza going Golden Frieza, is he going to burn through that energy like that? Because Super Saiyan, because Golden Frieza's got to be way more powerful, more
Dragon Ball and continuity and you never know. You never know.
They do stick to it a little bit, even though they did rewrite the whole earring fucking.
Oh yeah.
Only 30 minutes. Like what?
I do love that they did that though, because I was like, they should have been together, but
then that defeats the point of having a fusion dance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So why learn it?
Like we're Pator's rings now. Let's get it. Let's go.
Exactly.
Unless you're immortal, then you. That's how the fucking Kai stay together.
I was wondering how Goku Black. I was thinking, like, how did Goku Black stay together? But I understand now. They immortal.
That's why he was so fucked up, because he was half mortal, half immortal. So that's how he got ugly. That's how he got ugly.
Wild. Oh, that was such a good little run. I'm gonna look back on that run as like, wow. It was slow at parts, but that climax was great with the sword, and that was good. That was good.
Loved it.
That was good.
And he really didn't even, and they couldn't stop him. Like, dude, that's what was crazy. Like, they murdered him, still didn't stop him.
No,
the whole universe.
That was so hard. Like, oh man, that was classic Dragon Ball. That was a classic Dragon Ball saga right there. Like where you beat them, and then there's still something. And that little world, that was dope. I want that to be a stage in Xenoverse, dog. Like, come on.
With the laughing sky and shit.
Yes. Oh, man. Xenoverse 2, they could expand on it. They could keep that game going. They don't have to come out with another one.
No, they don't. Mechanics are there.
All right. But yeah, so Dragon Ball Super out. Like I said, I like it. It's heating up. I'm ready to move on to the next topic, though.
I'm definitely ready, because I think that's all of our topics besides E3. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Because if not, we might as well transfer right over to the perfect E3 topic to talk about now.
This is a perfect topic to talk about. I'm ready for this.
Oh yeah, we're on to E3 now. Cool. Yeah, we're at E3 so now.
E3. We can start E3.
Cool, so bam, now we might as well talk about the latest thing that was announced at E3, right on the heels of Dragon Ball. Nigga, you thought it was done. We still on Dragon Ball. But
I got
you. Dragon Ball Fighters are possibly Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Dragon Ball Fighter.
Let's go Fighter Z.
Fighter Z, yeah. Fighter Z would be like the name I'll tell. Like, yeah, you heard the new Dragon Ball game? Fighter Z? Like, that's probably what I would say.
The only reason why I don't personally want to say Dragon Ball Fighter Z is because I don't want it to be limited to Z. Although we do have Golden Frieza, which is super. But then again, that can still be considered like a movie though, because he was. Oh yeah. Exactly. So I don't want movie
and
shit.
Broly's definitely showing up in this game. I already know that for a fact. I'm like 100. Broly shows up in all of these type of games, especially this type.
Like I said, I already have my three team wish up. But yeah, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is pretty much, for some people who don't know, you could think of it as Marvel vs. Capcom with Dragon Ball Z, or more specifically Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or 3. With Dragon Ball Z characters, it's made by the people who did tons of fighting games. They did BlazBlue and Guilty Gear. So that's the company. It's fucking going to be
Arc Studios, I think is what they're called.
Yeah, Arc System. Works.
There we go.
Works. Yeah, that's the people who did the game. And like I said, it's going to be a traditional fighting game, or it's not going to be like an arena. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like a traditional kind of 2D fighting game.
2.5D, following the footsteps of like a Street Fighter 5 format.
Yeah, so it's gonna be so like the sprites are definitely 3D models on a 2D plane, anime style, like the way.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They fucking did detail.
I like the outlines. That's what makes it.
Yeah,
it looks exact. Yeah, it's not like Budokai 1.
Like,
love that game though.
Like I said, it's definitely gonna be fucking a beautiful ass. Like I said, it looks beautiful already, and like just the gameplay looks tight. And they actually released a bunch of gameplay footage, and they had it playable at E3 too. So that's tight to all the people that got to play it. But yeah, dude, that game looks fucking tight. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of 3 versus 3. Like, well, at least I've talked shit about it. It's not being my favorite. So I get, so for consistency purposes, like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, but like the way the game looks and the pace and the motion, like.
Oh man!
Like that movement, movement is always a big thing with me. That's kind of how I pick my characters too. Like I have to feel like I have to move comfortable with it. Cause I played Guilty Gear XR2 for like just a demo. That's my first time ever really playing it. I mean, I played the I played one back on like Game Boy Advance or some shit like that.
That'd be different.
Yeah, I'm saying like, my character that I played on Guilty Gear Xrd 2 was like is a character named Chip, just because I liked his movement. He was like a dope ass. So like this game, dude, it has promise, man. Like,
you're gonna love Vegeta. I know you're gonna love Vegeta just from seeing gameplay.
Yeah,
he moves like Wolverine a little bit.
Yeah, dude, everyone's gonna be fucking tired of the game. It has like, yeah, dude, just I'm telling you, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 versus 3.
Damn.
Yeah, actual fighting game mechanic, kind of like, it's actually like, it's gonna be a 2D fighter.
There's like super attacks similar to Marvel vs. Capcom. Like it's like almost ripped the book out. It's the same game.
They have assists. They have tags. Yeah, so you can pretty much you have a team of 3 people. We'll just start with Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan. And then they had Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu. So those are the 6, playable characters on the demo. So you can pretty much fight, tag in your person to do an assist, keep on the combo. And I guess you can do 2 assists at the same time. So I can tag in Gohan and Vegeta, and they can both do their attacks. And then, it's just like Marvel 2, where they have like the supers. They have like the 1-bar supers, and then they have like the movie scene fucking supers, which takes like 3 bars or 5 bars.
I think the max is 7 bars. I think that's the max, if I'm not mistaken. 7 or 8.
7 or 9 or something.
Yeah,
it goes pretty high. Like you have a lot, and you can actually build it like Dragon Ball Z. You can actually charge it up.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was watching some gameplay earlier today. Actually,
when I saw some gameplay earlier, it looked like when you do call in your supports, they have like a cooldown for each support though. Like you can't just keep spamming your support.
Sounds like Marvel
over.
Yeah.
Sounds like Marvel.
Just like Marvel.
Yeah. The new Marvel is kind of like that too.
Yeah, well, new Marvel is like it's only like tag assists, but we'll get into that later when we talk about it. We'll get into it when we talk about that for sure. But I don't know how you guys feeling about the game, because you already know, like I said, being like more of like a fundamental fighting game player. Like obviously I'm hyped for it, and then obviously it's Dragon Ball. So how do you guys feel?
Well, first of all, I'm really excited for it because I've been dabbling more recently in the last couple of years of like playing fighting games and trying to learn how it works. So this is like a perfect game because I've been playing a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom anyways, and playing Street Fighter and shit like that. So it seems down my alley, and I play pretty much every Dragon Ball fighting game. So this is definitely the one game that we needed. Like that's like the missing piece for a game besides in a adventure beat 'em up type game. That's the only thing we're missing from Dragon Ball now. And the animation is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's ripped directly out the anime. Like, yeah. And like there's certain and there's so many characters you can choose from. Like I was just thinking I was thinking earlier this morning, like imagine how good Pycon would look. Dog. With his specials, with the flames, oh my! And I saw Gohan's super, like his level 5 super. It covered the screen, and then Goku comes in. Oh my! Like with like the
Team Gohan super,
Oh my god!
Father Son Kamehameha.
So beautiful.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty dope super.
I definitely appreciate the art style. Definitely the movement of the characters. They feel definitely like Jamil just said. Like it feels like it's ripped straight from the fucking TV show. Even the like Kamehamehas, like they just like bounce out of the screen almost. Like even the environments in the background are actually moving. There's actually shit going on in the background, unlike other games, which we'll be talking about later. But
the background was destructible.
Yeah, saw that too.
It had transition. It went from fucking regular Namek to about to blow up Namek.
Yeah, exactly. Who uses what super and shit, and
that's not even in like the new.
When you're about to use the move, it zoomed into Goku's face, and then spins the camera around, then it comes back out. I'm like, yeah, this is you just feel the kineticism or whatever.
I would want those animations to be the show. Like I would love for a show to look like that. That would be like so good on like Disney XD or some shit like that. Like early mornings cartoons, like that would look so good. Like it makes me hope that there's a story mode to where you follow the story. Not no like side little thing like Xenoverse, but where you follow the story and you have to fight. Obviously, you can fight with 3 characters, so that's not important. But you can fight. You have to fight the characters, and there's little scenes in the game. If that's the case, oh man, this is probably gonna be the better fighter game that's gonna come out. I think next year's comes out, right?
It comes out early 2018.
Okay.
But then they also said they're releasing a closed beta or some kind of beta this summer.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So,
this summer.
yeah. So man, we need to get our hands somehow on that shit.
So, yeah.
Summer, so I'm on the lookout for signups.
Yeah, I'll definitely stream it if I get it. I'll definitely stream that. Like that seems.
Yeah, I might be garbage at it, but I'm still gonna play it. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah, of
I'm
course.
gonna have fun with it.
Oh yeah.
Or they like I said, like to me, I'm hyped because hopefully this is like a good way to bridge the gap. Because like I don't know, like I wish more people, like I said, like my love for fighting games, just like the more I started learning about it, it elevated. Because once I realized, it's like, damn, like dude, when it comes to competition, this is like on a whole nother level. Like I can see why people play chess their whole life if this is what it feels like when you play it. Because like I said, like it's more like you calculate the moves ahead, you see their options, and like I said, it's almost like being a prize fighter. Like, you know, some of the best fighters are technical. To be a technical fighter is not just throwing a punch; it's removing your opponent's options to where. So then where you stack against that, and that's what fighting games have become. Like the more I've learned over the years, and like I said, I've always just been good at them, but being like, you know, knowledgeable of what's actually going on, it's so crazy. That's why I wish that like. So like I said, like that's why when you see people say like real fighting games and, you know, fighting games, like it's usually that kind of stuff. And like for people to get offended by that, it's like it's easy for them to get offended because they don't understand. Like, you know, there's a reason why people don't consider like Xenoverse 2, like the actual verses in that, to be a fighting game. Obviously, I don't think that game is meant to be a fighting game to begin with. It's just like I said, it's just like, and like I said, and like even like the Naruto games, those are, you fight in those games. And like I said, it may be more centered around that, but there's a reason why those games aren't really considered like just like fighting games, and people don't understand why. They're just too busy, like, oh, fuck Street Fighter or just this and that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But because even within like people who like have like, you know, watch all these fighting games and compete in it, there's still even a divide. Like people don't consider Smash Bros a fighting game. There's people who
dumb.
Yeah, so there's always going to be like that back and forth. Me personally, obviously, I'm blessed enough to just like video games and be a good gamer, to where I'm not pigeonholed into one genre. Because it don't matter. We can play Ridge Racer and I'm dusting your ass. We can play Mario Kart, I'm dusting that ass.
Facts.
We can play Overwatch, I'm capping that ass. We can play Street Fighter, I'm putting that pressure on that ass. So like it don't matter. Facts. I'm in that ass. So
this is all confirmed by me. I can confirm each one of these things because every time I play him in a game, I get my ass kicked. Besides Injustice, because I played it, even though he's still with my ass in Injustice. I was playing.
You probably can't touch me in Injustice now, though.
I probably
because actually since you know what I'm saying, like since I actually have it here and I can actually play it and training mode it, there's a whole difference too. Like you can pick up the game and be competitive, but like when you understand the importance of training mode, yeah, man, like them flash combos.
Flash is ridiculous when you learn them. Anytime I played against someone who knows their Flash online, it's harder for me. I mean, it's easier because I got to practice against them like playing you, so it's a little easier that way. But man, it's rough.
Yeah,
it is rough.
And that's crazy too, because like that's what I'm saying. Like I can make him look competitive, but like he's no Superman. Like Superman is like, bro, like he's the nigga I hate playing. He's like playing fucking Seth in Street Fighter 4. He has everything.
Shout out to Seth.
No,
I've actually learned Superman pretty good. Like I know how to like juggle people and using like the two big things is his laser and his grab. His laser, not his like real grab, but his like that one grab that where you lift them up into the sky and you throw them, you toss them. Yeah. That one right there does so much damage, especially if you apply that to a combo and then you do it. Oh my god, it fucks.
The main thing that you need to do with your Superman to level up is
That's true.
You need to start doing more meter burn freezes, and I think you'll be straight. Because because you do a combo. If you end it, find a combo that ends with meter burn freeze, then smack their ass against the wall. Yeah, go into it again.
My thing is, I try it, but I always do the blow. I just blow the air on them and knock them across. So I'm like, fuck. I mean, it works when I'm getting pressured. Like by someone like Flash, that's a good move for Flash. Just knock him. Like same with Dr. Fate. If you use this little thing where he knocks you back, that's good for Flash. You gotta stay away from his ass.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so like so like it makes sense like when it comes down to like actual fighting game mechanics and like how people understand. So that's why I hope with this game it'll have the player base And like, 'cause, you know, it's gonna sell.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be surprised if it doesn't sell a million copies. This is Dragon Ball, and it's gonna be fighting. It's gonna have fighting game people playing.
It's gonna be an Evo, all that. Like, that's already proven.
Exactly. Yeah, so all the people who play like the Dragon Ball game but may not even know that they're going to be playing like a real fighting game, they're going to start playing it and hopefully they start learning it. Who knows? They get interested in it. And then the controls are not too complicated from what I've seen. I think they have like, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then like a light, medium, heavy, and then they have like a special, like a key button.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty much like, if you think about like Injustice, like it's going to be 1, 2, 3 character power.
Yeah. I
so
really hope
something like that. They're gonna have a tag.
My biggest hope for the game is that it does what Overwatch does, is make it entry level, as in, you know, story mode. Give it options to where a story mode is easy enough for people who just want to play that, and they can still play against, you know, computer and stuff. But also, of course, keep it as competitive. Overwatch, anyone can play it and have a good ass time because there's different objectives going on instead of just getting kills. So I hope they do that. I mean, and it will be successful in that way. It just, I mean, it's going to sell anyways because it's Dragon Ball and it's a real fighting game, and people play other fighting games that are not even that popular, like just because of the mechanics. So,
trust me, like, I'm hyped for it.
Behind it. It's lit. Is it coming to the Switch though? I didn't see if it was coming to the Switch or not.
It wasn't announced for the Switch, or there was no details about it.
They showed it will in the future. PlayStation conference, didn't they?
Yeah. By the way, this is just speaking about the Switch. Just one small thing I'll show you. We don't have to talk about it much, but see what that is right there? Monster Hunter Special Edition Switch. Yeah, it has a special dock. It's nothing really special. I just want to show you that.
Yeah, usually when they drop a Monster Hunter, they always have some kind of special. There's so many like special skins, Monster Hunter PSPs, and like because every time one drops,
a lot of DSs too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, DSs too. They move hardware, so why not?
Why not? Like Zelda.
Monster Hunter moves hardware. Yeah, like just like Zelda. That's why you see all the Zelda edition Wii U's and 3DSs. Zelda.
Yeah. I think that Wii U was like the highest selling one of the highest selling Wii U's. The one with the black one with the stuff around it. That shit sold.
My homie had that one. Yeah.
That shit was like impossible to find that. Like after a while.
I'm saying, yeah, Zelda, like I said, Zelda moves hardware just like Monster Hunter moves hardware. So.
Okay, what's the next topic?
I don't want you got any more notes on Dragon Ball, Doug, because I know it's definitely a Marvel 2 kind of style of game.
Oh yeah, it's.
I just need to get my hands on it because I can watch people play it, but I don't know how it would feel in my hands. But the movement looks smooth and stuff like that. I still got to work on like actually learning how to play a fight game. Like I'm a button masher all day and night.
It works.
In my brain, how you do Hadouken is roll the stick down and just tap punch. I don't know exactly. I know it's like quartered stick turn and all that shit. I just know.
I don't understand it either.
That's all I do. I pray it happens. Like, is it working? It's working. I mean, I do like. Well, since we can go to the next topic right now, I guess the Marvel vs. Capcom demo.
Yeah, man.
I was playing that. It did feel good in my hands. I did like it. You know what I'm saying? I was interested. At least I can make it through the story. When we get to online, it might be a whole different thing.
Yeah. I ain't feeling it yet. That's all I can say. I'm not feeling it yet. I played it like 3 times, and I'm loving the characters we're having, but there's just something missing. It seems. I mean, obviously it's a beta and it's this little demo thing that we're getting. But it's coming out in a couple months though, so we're getting really close to the finished product, and they're showing a story, so it has to be pretty much the finished product for that at least. I don't know, man. There's something missing with it.
25 minutes to get through the just a little demo story. I made sure I watched the cutscenes too. So
the Infinity Stones, that mechanic is dope as fuck. I will say that. I can't wait to see what the other ones do.
You have to just break it up a little bit.
Me or
I'm not the only person home now. That's why.
Yeah, it's a little bit of all of us. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. Okay, it's getting back. It's fine.
Damn. Okay, we're good. Well,
yeah, because pretty much the whole thing about you talking about Marvel was kind of robot-y.
Okay, well, basically, I'm not feeling Marvel so much. Like, I'm not feeling it. It's not really enjoyable to play as much as I would like it to feel. Like, I'm liking playing. I'm like 3 better. 3 feels better. Probably because I've been playing it a lot recently, more so than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, because obviously it just came out yesterday or 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I can say I do really like is the Infinity Stones, and I cannot wait to try the rest of it out. Like, I want to know how each one works, because we got the Time Stone and the Power Stone. I think, and we see the Space Zone,
and the Reality Stone.
We seen the Reality Stones in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the game, but it's
I thought that's the one Thor was. I was using it with Thor, right? Oh no,
it was a Power.
Power Stone. That was Power Stone. Yeah.
No, okay. So if you guys are done, I'll give you my little take. Yeah, the Reality Stone was in the trailer, like the newest trailer.
Okay.
The one. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, so not only did they, obviously show off. They showed new gameplay. They released a story demo. And pretty much a lot of the stuff that they released in the new, trailer, the E3 trailer. Yeah, man, it's looking like the leak list isn't. You can't throw out the leak list entirely. Like,
not yet.
The only thing that was different from the leak list was Black Panther, but he's DLC.
Yeah.
So
they didn't specify any DLC.
And then like Zero wasn't on the leak list, but other than that, fucking everything that they touched on, like, because to me. Spencer being in the game, I guess he's a big Marvel versus Capcom kind of player. He's really good at 3.
Yeah,
but as a franchise, no one's playing Bionic Commando. No one fucks with that dude. So for them to just put Spencer on the leak list, although, like I said, people are getting at this game because they're using a lot of assets for number 3, which is, yeah. So for the fact that they pinpointed him in the game, it's like, I don't know. I think that's a really big one for me because, like, I'm never looking for Spencer on anything anywhere.
I already know.
When I saw the name Spencer on the list, I didn't even know who the hell that was.
I knew just because I played 3 a lot.
Yeah, see, exactly. If you don't play 3, then how the fuck you know him? Because no one played his game. No one played his game.
Nah. He's dope in the game though. He is dope to play with though. He is a fire-ass character. I was feeling it.
I'm definitely a mixed bag of emotions right now when it comes to Marvel because the trailer got me extremely hyped because, like I said, the story mode cutscenes, at least when I was watching the trailer, they're okay. It's whatever. And like I said, once I start seeing all those characters, I'm like, that's Dante. Arthur. Doctor Strange. I'm like, Nova. I'm like, and then I had Gamora, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, hey, man.
No.
Hey. So in my head, I was kind of like, no Zero. I'm like, because like I said, like, it's an X is cool, and even Mega Man is cool, but for some reason I've always been a Base and Zero fan. Primarily.
Of course, they're dope.
And I have a Proto Man toy in my room. Like, I love the series. Yeah, but it's like exactly like I fuck with the series overall. It's just that Mega Man hasn't absolutely been my favorite character from the game.
Exactly. That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cool.
NT at Mega Man over NT Warrior.
Mega Man bonus ass.
As long as we ain't got XEX, our EXE version. As long as we ain't got that XEX. Oh, XEXS. As long as we ain't got that version, I'm all right. Or the Battle Network shit or whatever that is called. I think it's the same one, right?
NT, or some shit like that. But
as long as we ain't got that, I'm good.
The trailer did get me hyped though because, like I said, they showed Black Panther, so that showed that he was released somehow in the game. Now we know that he's DLC.
And you did say that you really wanted him last episode.
Yeah, because it makes sense because, like, if you're not, because like I said, a lot of people were saying like he would be a palette swap to Wolverine since the X-Men characters won't be in the game.
He does scratch. I would be fine with that, even though X-Men is my heart.
Yeah, and I get that. That's why hopefully they make him a lot different. Not only I don't mind if he's rushed down because that's my kind of style.
Yeah.
But if they switch up some things, that'd be dope too.
Yeah, they need to.
Because I don't want them to make him so much like Wolverine that where it doesn't make sense to have Wolverine.
Right. He'd be like Panther Barrage.
Right.
I would be so mad, yo. I would be hot. I would fucking return that game fast.
Yeah. No, you trust me. Like I said, dude, I almost bought a fucking Wolverine hat back in the day at Lids, and I almost got Berserker Barrage stitched on the side just cause. Because like, dude, that shit is just like
I don't know what you're talking about. Then you got that shit.
Berserker Barrage. Like, dude, that's my move, dog. Like, and that shit just sounds tight.
Yeah, it does.
But so like, I get it. Like I said, personally, like I said in the last episode, if this is a middle finger to Fox, I'm sticking up. Like I said, I'll stick one up with them. I hate that it does come down to like that kind of. I hate that it comes down to the politics and that.
Yeah, same.
But you know, they need to get off that fuck shit. They're ruining. I don't even like I said. They're ruining those games and they're ruining those characters in the first place. It's like, dude,
for the long run,
because
we're not going to
Spider-Man like
one day, and kids are not going to know anything about them.
Exactly, and I don't even and they're going to grow up with these shitty ass Fox movies, and so then you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
what else do they have?
What else do they have? Nothing, because
and I also want this. I want them to give the rights back because I want a Fantastic Four movie. I know people hate on Fantastic Four and like then because they don't like the movies, but Marvel can do that's such a good problem.
I don't think like Marvel can do Fantastic Four right because like I said, I'm not a big fan of Fantastic Four, but like I said, over the years I've learned their importance, and that's when I was like, damn, they're actually like kind of hardcore, they're actually kind of tight.
They're dope.
Because I never cared about them. Even like
being
the first
Hulk
movie,
in the same room would be amazing. Imagine being in Hulk in Infinity War. Like that hurts my heart that's not going to be a thing.
After seeing Ant-Man go into the quantum universe and seeing Doctor Strange go all throughout the multiverse or whatever, fucking seeing the Fantastic Four like explore their microverse. That would be fucking amazing. They wouldn't even have to leave the Baxter building.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That shit would be amazing. Dude.
Amazing. It's just, you know, I mean, it's what we get. And you know, obviously they're not going to let go. I can see them let go in Fantastic Four. You know, I can see that being a thing because they fucked up so much with that. But I can also do I sound good now? You froze up a little bit.
What does it mean?
I
don't know if I sound good or bad.
Oh, you're coming back in, Christian.
Okay, yeah, we all good. We all good. Maybe if I close some windows, we could just help. But yeah, we Gucci.
All right. Yeah, I can see us getting Fantastic Four back. I don't see us getting X-Men back because X-Men is just too big of a franchise. X-Men is his own separate Marvel when it comes to characters. So I mean that sucks that's the case. But
plus they're already on that Inhumans shit, which is cool, I guess. Like, do your thing.
I'm good on Inhumans. I don't need that.
That's what like. I definitely would prefer Fantastic Four, at least something. They don't like they're ruining shit. Cause give us Doom after Thanos or some shit, you know? Yes. Like what? Like somebody.
That would be a really good not an Avengers movie, obviously, because I mean it won't be on the scale of like an Infinity War. They wouldn't need it to be like that, but it would be a good Avengers movies with the the Earth side Marvel characters like Fantastic Four would be a great addition. Wolverine and X-Men would be decent to help out with them, you know, even if they take a couple mutants just, you know, for some help, that'd be great. But
fuck it, just bring them to Netflix, dog. I don't give a fuck. I would like to see Wolverine meet Punisher somehow or some shit. Fuck that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you think about the Avengers villains, the first one, pretty much just Loki. Like, yeah, he had an army, but it was Loki. The second one, Ultron.
And Ultron has destroyed the world before and like has killed the Avengers before, but they weren't going to do that with the movie. So
exactly.
It works.
And so imagine if they had an Avengers movie after Infinity War, and like say for instance they did get Fantastic Four and it was Doctor Doom. That would be fitting. That would definitely be fitting because
it'd be lovely.
Introduce him in the Fantastic Four movie before, and then
dude, no, I'm saying if they already had the rights, that would be the perfect way, like, to end the movie. Like, have after Thanos, they defeat Thanos, or they put him away. The reality is he's changed reality and shit, and just have like, oh, there's a country that was Latveria has been there the whole time. They don't even realize that it's just been there. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just been revealed to our reality. That should be awesome. I'll take just like literally just give me Doctor Doom, or give me Galactus, one of the two. Come on, Fox, you can give up one of them because they had to do something.
Yeah.
Please,
Rockets will be bigger than fucking Thanos technically. That'd be crazy if they went to that height. But like I said, like Marvel was dope because like I don't know, like I said, the game is getting kind of cool. Because like I said, at least in the trailer, like I said, I got hype. I got Zero back. He was in the he was in the trailer, and it looked like he was launched roster, which is like, bam, cool. Don't make him fucking DLC, because you don't want to have Sigma and Zero. So that's what I said. I personally just got to the point where I was like, hey, fuck it. If Zero's not in the game, I kind of understand why. Because I would rather him be launch roster instead of DLC. That's just kind of whack.
Yeah, I also hate that they announced DLC months and months before, and the characters who are going to be DLC months before they come out with it. That's just a dumb practice, and I think every developer shouldn't do that. Every developer should be called out for that too, because that means that they have the character is ready, and they're just money grabbing.
I can see that too. I'd rather at least know who the characters are, though.
Yeah, less Sigma. Than Black Panther, because they showed a model of Black Panther and they show Black Panther. Sigma, we haven't even seen Sigma, so that could just be concept art. And yes, we want to do this. We already have all the other characters done, but this is what we want to do. But Black Panther is clearly done, so it's like, and he's DLC officially. So that's bad practice.
But the one thing that I prefer, like I said, I'm not a big fan of how they do it, regardless. Like, I agree with you on that. But if you tell me, hey, Street Fighter V Season 2, we got 6 characters coming out. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, who are the characters? It's June, and we still don't know who all the characters are. So if Marvel does the same thing, we know who 2 of the DLC characters is. I want to know who all the DLC characters are.
Because you can buy the whole pack if you want.
Yeah, and I'm not touching that shit.
That means that you're confirming that you're going to get this. But like, and if you buy every character separate, you're going to be spending even more money. So they kind of fuck you with that, and that's just dumb.
They want you to pre-order for some reason.
Capcom is really bad with that. At least in those 2 examples.
Yeah, so it's cool so far having Black Panther and Sigma. Like, and what sucks is because like having Black Panther as DLC is kind of a slap in the face too. Because like I said, I know they did a poll, but like I said, like if they did something like that, Black Panther was top 10 on the list of people they wanted absolutely in the game. So it's like, cool, we're giving you the game finally, but guess what? We know you want Black Panther, but he's DLC. You gotta pay for it. And I'm just like, damn, you on that for real?
And the thing that I hate the most is that the turnaround for this game, like it started off with the trailer with Mega Man. They showed Mega Man X. Not just regular Mega Man. Everyone wanted Mega Man X for the longest in this game. So we show up with that as a great start. Everyone's like, wow, we're finally getting what we want. And then skip a couple months ahead and like it's not looking that great. The game is not looking amazing as like, I mean, obviously that's hype and that's added on hype for other people, but they created the trailer for hype. So it's also to their fault as well. And it's just looking like we're going to get like some basic characters to begin with. Characters that we're used to in other games. And then no X-Men characters. How you go from the hype of having Mega Man X so finally to no X-Men characters?
Not even a Fantastic Four. Like, I could understand not adding any new ones or whatever, but at least give it Wolverine. General population referred to him as just X-Men. Like people don't even know shit about him.
Berserker Barrage. I said Burger. Berserker Barrage. Like, come on, like that's
BurgerMilk Barrage.
BurgerMilk Barrage.
No, that makes sense though. It's like when people call Pikachu Pokemon. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like Wolverine is on that level. Like, so I get it. But I was hyped about that they did like at least one thing that I was hyped about the leak list was that somehow, some way, they're sprinkling some Monster Hunter into fucking the Monster.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
I am fucking hyped.
It might be DLC. That's gotta be.
But yeah, that's something to be hyped about. But still, no, X-Men is whack. Like at least if y'all gonna not want to promote the brand, at least be petty and sprinkle like Morph or somebody in the fucking game. Someone who like not that famous of an X-Men. Toad, put Toad in the fucking game. Something like that. Do something wild like that.
No, like, but not like I said, I get the politics. It sucks that it trickles down into the video games where they do have the rights and they could do it if they wanted to. It's just that they're just like, sticking it to them. Which, like I said, it's like you said, I'm on the fence 50-50 about it.
Dude, if they were smart, they would just make one X-Men. They would just make Legion and make him like premium DLC.
That would be fucking crazy. I don't know how. Like the reception still wouldn't be
Do we
great
really
enough.
need Legion in a fighting game, though? Do we really need Legion?
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't need
Legion with the
Legion
with the reality gem.
That would be petty. Oh my, Legion with a reality gem is like that's petty. Like that's fucking. What would happen?
They would have like separate, all these different fucking powers.
That'd be. I mean, that would be cool.
Well, that's pretty much what they did with Super Scroll. That's pretty much what he is. He's just all the Fantastic Four in one.
That's why Morph would be a good character because he would just play like everyone else. They don't really have to program. Just put Morph in. He'd just be every
character. Time he's a different character.
Yeah.
But like I said, so Monster Hunter, so I'm glad they like I said, the Wakanda Monster Hunter stage. Man, I only want to play on that level. And then in that trailer, they had the fucking like that monster. I forget his name was like Moran or some shit or Moron. But like when you play that mission on Monster Hunter where you fight that big ass monster that comes out, trust me, that's a 50-minute quest right there. Because it's like you can walk on his back and fight him and shit. Like that's a big ass fucking trust me. Once you play that mission in Monster Hunter, you're like, God damn.
I'm going to get the new. I'm going to get the new 2DS XL whenever that comes out. So I'm definitely going because especially with the new Samus game coming out and with the library that already exists for the 3DS, it's something. It's a good investment because
I think we should.
I want to keep it. I want to get the 3DS that I'm going to keep for a long time.
We do actually need to go through these.
All right. Yeah, that's like I said. Overall, on Marvel, I'll finish off with how my demo impressions, and then we can move on. Yeah. Like I said, for some reason though, the trailer got me really hyped. I was down to play the story mode trailer, but yeah, man, after playing the story mode trailer or demo, I don't know exactly where I feel about the game. It is more what I like, but I don't know. I guess Dragon Ball kind of dampened it a little bit because that shit does look tight.
Oh yeah,
it makes me go back on how I feel about 3 versus 3. But I do like the tag mechanic because I guess it's gonna be one of those games where I have to play the characters I like because every character in the story demo I don't care about 100%. I don't care about Thor. I don't care about Spencer. I don't care about Captain Marvel. I don't care about Chun-Li. I don't even care about X. I was playing with him for a second. I'm like, I
actually fuck with X. He kind of plays similar to like regular Mega Man. I mean, obviously he's going to, but pretty much similar.
So there's a lot of it about just the demo in general is okay, I don't know, but I feel like once I get Strider in my hand, Zero.
Oh, Strider's gonna be dope.
Once I start playing Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, those are the characters I like to play with in those kind of games.
Oh, they did say Hulk was gonna be in this. Yeah, I actually like Hulk in Street Fighter versus Marvel.
It was fun playing with Arthur though. That's my boy. Because my team in number 3 was Arthur, Rocket Raccoon, and Beautiful Joe.
I'm about to tell you. I noticed you didn't mention Rocket in this game. He's pretty solid.
The Groot move. Have you done the Groot?
I did like him. I like Rocket way better than Marvel 3 Rocket.
He has a couple specials. He has a couple specials.
Groot comes in and smack shit. Yeah, dude, trust me. That probably should have been in the third game. So so I guess I was at the point where I was playing the demo to where I didn't want to tag. So that's where I messed up because it's why would I want to play with Arthur and tag to Dante?
You're glitching a little bit on the video. You were glitching here. I just want sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. But I was getting to a point where I was fucking around with the tag. I do see the potential in that. That's when fighting game players excel with the tags and the stones. That's what happens when you play the story mode and you can beat it, and you go online and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Why did I play? Because it's things like that change the whole game, the stones, the tagging. And I don't know. I personally like the tagging because I never liked the limited assists. Because it kind of got better to where you would pick your 3 different assists. Say for instance, I would have an assist where Zero comes out and does a projectile, or I'll have an assist where Zero comes out and does the charge move, or I'll have an assist where Zero comes out and does uppercut. Picking between those 3, I never liked because like I said, people, I guess that kind of keeps it in a box a little bit. And like, there's so many setups and there's so many like paths you can go down by. Okay, if you got Cyclops, you want him to come out and do a beam. When you have so and so, you want him to come out and do an attack. So having the tag and you control the character instead of him doing his move is way better for me, because I can hit you with a combo, go into my super, tag, while my super is coming out. I have full control of the character now, so I'm not going to just do a fireball. I'm not just going to do this. I'm probably going to continue that combo, stay getting in that ass. So that's why, so stuff like that where, so stuff like that like, it does seem cool. And then, like I said, there was a few characters I was playing with, and like I said, the movement was kind of stiff, and I didn't fuck with it. But I was like, well, if you have a gem like the Time Stone that helps you with dashes and speed and like stuff like that, I'm like, that's how you counteract to where. That's why I said, like, I play who I want, and I make it work. That's kind of how I got to with the games. Like, that's why I said, like if I wanted to be a beast at Injustice and like murder, I guess you could play like fucking, like I said, Aquaman, Batman, Superman. Like, but I'd rather get really good with the Flash and make him work. And that comes with just like, having an open mind and like figuring out how to do it. I mean, like I said, cures do exist, and it is what it is. But
it's like a certain. I feel what you mean. It's like,
so there's a certain point where you're like
building up.
Exactly. So like I said, I am interested to like get my hands. Like, it was nice to at least play it though. I've only played it once, but it was nice to at least touch it. And I, like, just like that move was a good move regardless of how people feel about it. Like, because if they went this whole summer without doing anything for Marvel, it's like, here's the game, people would have been complaining. So like, hey, you got a demo, whether you cry about it or not. Hey, at least you got a demo, and that's something that they're not really. Like, I don't know, it feels like they haven't been making great moves as a company in general. So that is still at least something.
Yeah.
Got some food up in this bitch?
Lucky.
Totally.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, like I said, it was pretty dope. Like, it was fun playing with Arthur and all that kind of shit. But, like I said, it's going to give me some more time to play with it. But, yeah, just everything in the demo wasn't my cup of tea. Like I said, I didn't like any of the characters.
Yeah,
more or less.
I think the demo is a smart demo for them because you have to play the story and you don't really choose your characters, so you really have to they limit you. So they you don't really get like an upper hand on anyone. You kind of can. You get for the mechanics and the feel of the game. So once it comes out, you already are comfortable with it. So it's hit or miss for me.
All right. So yeah, we can go to the next topic. That's pretty much how I feel about it. Yeah, I got like at least probably like an hour and a half. So we good. So what we got next, Duuglay?
All right. Well, we're still in the E3. We already talked about pretty much the two fighting games we're going to talk about. That's how I'm trying to break it up into different game genres. So I guess the next thing we can talk about is, have you guys seen the trailer for Shaq Fu?
I did actually see the trailer for the Shaq Fu, and it actually looks fun. I mean, it looks kind of shitty, but I think that's the point of the game. I think it's supposed to kind of be shitty.
Yeah.
Because the first game was so shitty. So
it looks like an all-around different game. It's not like just one thing. It looks like you're just adventuring. You get to do a whole bunch of different puzzles. I'm pretty sure it's coming to just the Switch, right?
I think it's coming to all the other ones. I think it's coming to the Switch as well. Because that game, I thought the game came out years ago, but apparently it was like just a Kickstarter or whatever.
Mm-hmm,
so,
it was Kickstarter.
It's coming later. Like I think it's just got delayed. So they officially I think they released that new trailer mainly because of the Switch. It's just for the Switch.
Mm-hmm. The hype up. I think it's actually got Shaq's voice acting in it, which is.
I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to do well on the Switch just because the Switch is the console where you put a game on it because we're so hungry for games right now, even though we have a couple games coming out. Until October, you have to put a game out on it because October is when Mario comes out. You have to put a game out on it. So if you want to sell it because people are so hungry for games. I've tried games that I wouldn't normally play.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was at the beginning of the 3DS. It was like, yeah, Zelda 3D Ocarina, but it's like
once you finish that for the 8th, because by the time you play it on there, it's like your 8th time beating it at least.
But trust me, there's like a bunch of weird ass games where you're just like, I guess I'll pay fucking this weird ass game I've never played before. So yeah, it was like so it was rough in the beginning.
Yeah, What I remember from the trailer, actually watching Shaq's got like all these different suits now.
Yeah,
based on his personas. So the one I actually got the reference for was the Shaq diss.
Oh yeah.
Shaq in a cactus suit.
That is pretty. That it's kind of
needles and stuff. I was like, okay.
Kind of cool. I'm loving that because it reflects his personality.
He's a character. He is a character.
And I love Shaq. He's just a good person. He seems like a good dude. Besides the fact that he's all lives matter and he's a cop and he's on the cop side over black people, he's cool.
He's got to keep that money coming, dude. He works for TNT. That's Tom. That's
man. He's a cop, and I think like his stepdad was a cop or something like that. So he's very biased towards that organization. So fuck him on that end. But game looks great. Love his personality. Seems like a good guy.
Oh yeah, Shaq is that dude.
Of course, he's the most entertaining basketball player period.
Of all time, ever. There's no one more charismatic than him.
No. I mean,
one.
if you go back and watch Space Jam, oh my God, Michael Jordan, dog.
Oh I don't even know how he got that movie, man. Like, I know he's obviously the best basketball player of all time, so of course you're gonna get movies like that. But you know, I thought that was like his only movie. He won 6 rings, but he ain't win one Oscar. He's not winning one. Like, he's not even winning no Teen Choice Award. He ain't winning shit.
But I guess since we just talked about that,
Bill Murray wins everything in that movie.
Since we're still on the Shaq Fu, we might as well talk about the other Switch game, the other Switch game that made like a major splash.
What is that?
Mario Odyssey?
Super Mario Odyssey. Oh my God. Self-promotion. If you haven't seen my reaction, go to my YouTube page. It's the Wavedojo Games. You see my reaction to it. I was streaming it live on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/SeaFx, SeaFx. Man, I was really excited about this. I was pleasantly surprised with some of the mechanics of the game. Like throwing the hat onto certain objects and animals and people and becoming them and taking kind of pretty much possessing them, which is kind of weird. Shows that the
definitely possession.
Yeah.
Forced possession.
Like, and you could definitely, it makes sense for why the eyeballs are on top of the hat now. So it looks good.
Yeah.
They showed off a couple new worlds. There was one world that looked like Nightmare Before Christmas world mixed up with a little bit of a Christmas Carol type world. Looked magnificent. But Nightmare Before Christmas, my favorite movie of all time. So of course, besides Mars Attacks, and then they showed him he became a T-Rex. This man became T-Rex. Yeah, and by the way, that was not a T-Rex. That was just Yoshi in the real world. That was Yoshi.
Right. That's just the multiverse version of Yoshi.
Stay woke. Right. And it plays. There's a mechanic kind of similar to A Link Between Worlds, which is the Zelda game on the 3DS, where you can go into the wall and then you're doing 2D stuff. But what the difference between this one and Zelda is that you're playing Mario 2D side-scrolling Mario on like a 3D object that's like a cylinder. So you're going around it, you're going through obstacles. It's just a beautiful concept. It's that concept with more added to it and more thought. So it seamlessly is able to create a 2D Mario experience inside of a 3D Mario experience, which is magnificent, incredible. That's all I can say. I was blown away. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was.
There's a dinosaur world.
I watched some gameplay and like it seems like instead of getting stars or star rights or whatever the fuck, this one you're getting these like moons. But what's crazy is you can get multiple moons per level, but you don't have to restart the level over again. You just boom, boom. You can get one after another. Keep going. Constantly keep moving. The world's completely open, and I was watching the one where they were on like the desert planet, the Mexico.
Oh yeah, beautiful place
or whatever. And like there's these walking.
That one was hilarious.
He was
lit.
Walking tombstones.
He finally made it home.
And he jumped. He took the tombstone's power, and each tombstone they had sunglasses. So when you put the sunglasses down, you can see hidden paths and shit like that that you can go through. And I was just like, okay, so you're not just possessing people just to I wonder how it feels to do backflips with this person. Is
there's a point for every possession.
There's a point, yeah.
Bullet bills, you can travel, you kind of pretty much like fly a little bit. Man, it's so. Just and also just back to what I was saying about the 2D thing, the transition from the 2D to the 3D when you like walk at the end of the wall and you come out, it's so seamless and smooth, and it runs at like I think if I'm not mistaken, it runs at 1080p 60 frames per second and 720p 60 frames handheld mode. So it looks smooth. I mean, of course, it's gonna run that good. It's Mario.
Right. And Mario looks hyper. He like the way he like Mario. The way he was walking, it's just like he was on it.
Dog.
Really, this is the most hyper and active I've ever seen Mario.
And it comes out October 27. That's earlier than they said. They said holiday 2017 when they first announced it in January. So I guess it got bumped up a couple months. So a couple months. I'm excited for it. I'm going to buy that's a day one purchase.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I first saw it, like I said, you know, it's hard to be shocked because it's definitely Mario, and it captured the essence of Mario. So like, after that, it's kind of just like, it's just Mario. Like, I'm down with them at least experimenting and trying with stuff, because I think to myself all the time, like, man, what next can they really do with Mario? It's like, after Mario 64, or even Mario Sunshine, it's like, and like I said, I love Galaxy, just because, like, the way you can run on that shit. But, yeah, dude, it's like, dude, I feel like they have the hardest time with that franchise to kind of up the ante. And, like I said, I'm a big fan of Super Mario 3D World on my 3DS. So I was never a big fan of the Wii U version because it was just pretty much the same game on consoles. Yeah. And like I said, regardless if it's a bad game, it's just 4-player version of that game. It was dope on a 3DS because, you know, the 3D element is I wouldn't suggest not playing that game in 3D, like not playing it in 3D. Like, you get the full experience when you play it in 3D. It's so dope the way they do the puzzles, and just everything. Obviously, you can play without it, but like you're missing out on part of the experience. So I feel like that's what made it unique. So this one, like I said, I don't personally like the eyes on the hat. I think that shit looks stupid, and I guess it's like a little bit of it's a little bit of like Rare Studios kind of thing. But like, I mean, like, if it helps with you to understand the mechanic, like, yeah, dude, like, you freaking possess lightning and you go across cables, you freaking, like, fucking possess fucking people and dinosaurs, and, you know, like I said, the hat has a big role in this game. It's just like the hat is his, like, like, you know, like,
I think the hat is that hat from Flood. That one world. You know, that one, it is like Flood, and it's because, like, if you notice, the same eyes are on that one white hat in that ghoul area,
that boo looking hat.
I think the hat is a ghost inside the hat that teaches you how to possess things, because it looked like a boo. And I looked at the trailer a bunch of different times, so because I was editing it on my reaction, and then I was also posting it places, so now watch, you know, playback. So I've watched it a couple times now. And that's looking like that because before then you don't really see anything. So I think that's the hat.
Yeah, the hat is in its native form is the white hat. Like, that's what he looks like natively. Yeah. Okay. So that's him. Like, the white top hat. That's it. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, I figured that much.
Yeah, that's him in his native form. So, like, you know, it's cool. Like, I get it. So like I said, it's cool. Like you said, you got your fucking fairy if you're like Zelda. You got your hat companion. So, like, you know, it's cool. They're going on something like that. Like, the game and the world is probably what's going to really set it apart. There's like a 20-minute gameplay video that I started to watch. I'm not like 5 minutes into it.
I'm just imagining all the products that the Nintendo store is going to have now, because they're going to be making so much money off this licensed Mario products, dude. Because there's so many different versions of Mario now. Like, you got the football player Mario, you got some Braille Mario.
But all I'm saying is the DLC for this game / amiibo support, as in costumes at these places, is going to be amazing. Imagine walking around with a Fox outfit for Mario. Amazing. Imagine going with Link. Like I said, this is Mario's Breath of the Wild, and I think that the fact, I mean, obviously they're very influenced by each other, as in the steps that they take in gaming, because I mean, it's the same person created both of them, so they kind of had that. They started in the same round. They go to different destinations, but they're kind of meeting up a little bit when it comes to freedom and bringing everything from their older games into one. Because that's what Breath of the Wild did really good. So I see the same thing happening with this. They've been around long enough at this point to be able to transform. And we're such in a nostalgic state as humans because things that this is the first time in like either like in the world, or at least in American history, where the future don't look so bright. So things are kind of going back. People are latching on to older things now. That Metroid announcement being a big thing that let you know people want the old back.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, for me personally, as much as I want a Switch, the Mario game still isn't gonna get me to get one. But if you have a Switch, I don't see why you wouldn't get Mario Odyssey. I feel like that's gonna be like the game that fuck it, like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey. Yeah, but you gotta have those two games. Like I don't see why you wouldn't.
No.
So why would you have a Switch if you don't like Mario? It's like, it's so weird. I know there are some people who don't like Mario.
Yeah, but I say like that brings it back to the 3DS. Because I remember when I had that game, the first two games I had was Ocarina of Time 3D, and then I want to know when they announced that 3D World, I was so fucking hyped. And then dude, I played the shit out of that game. I still have it. I think I beat it twice already because you can beat it like a game with Luigi and shit. And, like there's harder levels in it. Yeah, so I actually beat both endings on it. And like I didn't beat it immediately. Yeah, it's something I played on my 3DS for fucking a while. So like I said, it's one of those games where like if you have it, you have to like I got 3D World day one. So like
Mario's at the point, so my personal opinion, to where they're not the greatest games on the planet. They're not like for example, this new Zelda can compete with being one of the greater games this year. In the last couple years, Zelda's in that space. I mean, I think the last time Mario was in that space was with Galaxy 1 and 2. Because Galaxy 1 and 2 are just immaculate games, and they're almost perfect Mario games. They're not as
and everyone had a Wii.
Exactly, they're not as free as the 64 Mario, as in like moving around, going to the worlds like that. But is that, and I feel like this game could be that. It could be that. I just have to play it for myself to really know, because we're in a different time. We live in a time to where games like Horizon Zero Dawn exist, and games like The Last of Us exist. So it's hard to have a Mario compete with those type of games, as in just how they play and the story, because they have gameplay and story. Mario doesn't have story.
Mario's still going to be a most solid platformer ever, because
of course,
from that's the only platformer literally that I pretty much
Ukulele was a disappointment. I liked it, but it was still a disappointment.
Most platformers have coming out either look like they've been shorted budget, like that Lucky Foxtail or whatever the hell that shit's coming out.
Yeah, that shit looks
really bad. Yeah, but since you were just talking about, since you want to talk about Zelda, how do you feel about the amiibo support for Skyrim?
I think that's dope as hell. And the best thing about that is, with that announcement of it, they're gonna other amiibos do the same type of thing, to where you get items from like all the other amiibos. So I would love to walk around, like I said, like Fox is probably my favorite design, as in the character from Nintendo. So seeing Fox in anything kind of like what they did with Bayonetta 2, where you could just dress up as Fox, and I think that's dope as hell. I do like the Master Sword. That's dope, because I've seen mods where people put the Master Sword in it, but for Nintendo to create it themselves, or at least push for it to be created, it's going to be the authentic Master Sword. So you really have the Master Sword.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, fuck your mod. Your mod doesn't count anymore. It's like, no, this is the real deal.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Amiibo support. I think amiibos are a great investment, because of every game coming out for the Switch has future potential for great amiibo support. Like this new Mario game, like that has a great potential. If they fuck that up, like Zelda fucked up with like not being able to get costumes from at least the Smash amiibos. At least the first party Smash amiibos, not necessarily like the clouds and stuff that are coming out. Even the Rivali's, like the champions in the game, they got those coming out, but that would be cool. That'd be cool costumes. I'm just hoping Mario does that.
But yeah, like I said, that shit would be pretty fresh, and I don't know. I'm definitely. I don't know, like I said, yeah, it's just dope. They might as well, like I said, even if it is Skyrim, if it's like another third-party game like that, at least tying in the amiibo support, it makes, like I said, it makes you feel like you didn't buy it for nothing. Yeah, exactly. You bought it, like I said, you bought it for just that game in particular. But if it's for a game that you're already going to buy as well, it's also kind of dope. Especially because you never know how limited these amiibos are. So you don't want them just to be like, oh yeah, it's only available for a certain amount of time. Go buy it, and then you buy it. You only use it for one thing. It's just like, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's kind of like, fuck you.
Exactly. Them continuing on, like everyone you have is still, there's going to be a game in the future that it works for. Even though I'm probably not going to get Skyrim. I played Skyrim like on like too many. I played it on Xbox 360. I played it on Xbox One. I played it on PlayStation 4. I played it on my freaking computer. I don't think I'm going to play it on the Switch. There's too many. That's too many. Like now, if they release like Fallout, I may like Fallout 3 in New Vegas or something like that. I may do that because Fallout 3 is a timeless game for me. I can play that forever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it we really have for Nintendo. So I guess we can just move back to multi-platform.
They won E3 because they're coming out with a Koopa amiibo, like a green Koopa amiibo, and it looks adorable. It's my guy. I love the Koopa, so that's a day one purchase.
So I guess the next on the list would be, let's see. I guess we can talk about Crackdown. Actually, let's talk about the new Xbox they have coming out first before we.
That seems like a good idea. Yeah.
Who's gonna start off? I'm gonna grab something real quick.
I'll give you my rundown.
Go ahead, give me your rundown because I really. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, as someone who got the newer PlayStation, so how do you feel about the newer Xbox that's coming out?
All right.
See, this is how I feel. First and foremost, the Xbox One X is a beautiful console. It is a powerhouse, and it is worth every penny that they're charging you for it. It's just that it's not at the same time, like because you can still get the same experience for a cheaper price. I know native 4K and 60 frames per second is amazing, and like I've never played a game like that, like before, like in that way. So obviously I don't know how much of a difference it is, but I know what 4K looks like and I know what 60 frames looks like. That combination can only be great. And native, I know the difference between native and up-res. I do know the difference. But that difference is not worth upgrading. Like if you have an Xbox One S, there's no reason to upgrade. Now, I had a PlayStation 4, a regular one, then I upgraded to a PlayStation 4 Pro. That isn't really worth the upgrade unless you get a 4K TV, which I'm getting one today. And look at me. But it's not really worth it. It really comes down to the person. Like you can get an Xbox One anywhere, One S anywhere for $250. $250 opposed to $500. That's completely half. You get the same experience. Even if you have a 4K TV, you can watch great. I think you watch Netflix in 4K on the One S now. So there's really no reason to get it, and it sucks. And the only thing that I say that for compared to the PlayStation is that they're exclusives for Xbox One. The only game that's like I would want to play personally is Crackdown 3 and Cuphead. But the bad thing about Cuphead is that Cuphead is coming to. It's going to be on Steam when it comes out.
Yeah, and that's another reason I wanted to talk about too. Why come out with a console that's supposed to have this top specs, almost close to PC 2 years ago, whatever. But why would you want to come out with a console? I mean, especially when you're pretty much putting every single game on Windows 10 and Steam. It really, like, if you really care about specs, if you really care about 60 frames per second, 4K, all that shit, shouldn't you already be having a PC? Why are you waiting for a console to come out? Because by the time that console comes out, those specs are going to be completely outdated. And you're not going to get upgrades like a computer, like people like graphics chips and stuff. Those got upgraded yearly. They used to get upgraded yearly, but things are progressing so fast and people are getting annoyed with it. But you can always upgrade. You have more customization with this Xbox One S. You don't have the customization. You can't just crack that bitch up and put something else in.
It's going to suck. And I think it's going to be like a terabyte, or you can probably upgrade it to more than that. And you can do the same thing with a regular Xbox. That sounds hypocritical because I had a PS4 Pro, But the PS4 Pro is that isn't $500. You know what I mean? Like
how much did the PS4 Pro cost?
$399. Costs so $100 cheaper. It's not as powerful. Of course, it's definitely not as powerful. But it's not like underwhelming. It's not like overwhelmingly like more. It's not like the Xbox One X is not extremely overpowered from it. It's like you're still getting pretty much the same experience. You're getting some good games. You're getting performance enhancements, and they're very visible. I'm playing on a 1080p TV, and they're very, very visible.
But it's the most powerful console ever.
That is true.
That's like what Apple does when they come out with new iPhones. When Apple comes out with a new iPhone, what do? They say this is the fastest iPhone on earth. And it's like, duh, it's the new one. It better be.
Like, hey, guess what? You just witnessed the most powerful console ever.
And the biggest problem I see with Xbox is when they release their specs and they show the show, everyone is like, wow, the Xbox One X is beautiful. Wow, this is dope. This is really cool. They're not disappointed by the console, but then the price comes up, and they're not even. Some people are not even disappointed with the price. I think the price is the best price you're going to get for that for 4K and 60 frames. That's the best you're going to get for that. Like you're not going to be able to find a PC for that price unless you find some discounts, and you still may not even get that.
Like, 600 at least. Retail price. That's always like I said. That's just the thing that you have to realize. The cost of expense, and then the turnaround. Like they don't make
doctor expense. That's what it's
exactly. Yeah, but then also like the way I feel about it is, if you have a 4K TV and not a console, I mean, yeah, I guess that's perfectly for you. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to buy me a fucking PlayStation finally. Because if you don't have a PlayStation or Xbox One, it's like okay, then yeah, if you're just not getting one for the first time. Yeah, if you're getting one for the first time now and you have a 4K TV, yeah, get a PlayStation 4, get a fucking Xbox, whatever. Because $500 ain't shit because you're gonna have the latest and the most powerful. You're gonna get that full experience. So now to the person who has the 4K TV and has an Xbox, just not the new Xbox One S, it's like, how much do you really want to kind of, upgrade? Is the upgrade really valuable?
Right.
And it's almost the same reason. Like I said, I have my 3DS. They have more powerful 3DSs. I had the launch 3DS.
Yeah.
Like what's really enticing me to upgrade it? I still haven't even felt the need, even with the second Circle Pad Pro, like that's built in now. Like it's
still not extremely worth upgrading completely, getting a brand new, and they're not cheap.
I'm not a fucking sucker. That's the problem. I'm sorry, I'm not a mark for that type of stuff. Like I still have the original launch Xbox. I don't have a 1S. I don't plan on getting a 1S or X unless that motherfucker breaks down. That's the only time. Like I don't feel like spending all the time.
And to be fair, I wouldn't even.
I don't feel like doing that
for a Pro if I wasn't tired of Xbox, because I didn't even want an Xbox at all anymore. Just because there was just no reason to have it. It was just there. So I was like, let me gain something from getting rid of it. Besides that isn't just money. So I traded that and my PlayStation I had, and then
so that's two consoles that go into one. Technically, you know what I mean? Even though it's like half an upgrade and half selling, one of the consoles. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I spent like $100 on it. Really, like, so I pretty much. So that's the way to do it now. Full price. Exactly. I don't see myself ever doing that.
Exactly. So there's like they say that your situation was lucky. It's like so you were fortunate enough to where there's nothing on Xbox that you wanted or cared about.
Right.
You got a new TV, and then it's also like, well, shit, I can just trade in both and upgrade for $100.
Exactly.
That's a fucking steal. So to who is this really for? I mean, like I said, down the line, once the price lowers and the actual games that are built primarily for this whole Xbox One X enhanced experience or whatever, once you get down to that, I can kind of understand like, oh shit, and it's going to be tough too because since this is like an upgraded console and not a new Xbox. It's really hard to get people to buy it too, because if the PlayStation Pro, like if this was a PlayStation 5 we're talking about, and then this was like a Xbox 2 or some shit, that's a completely different kind of ball game. Like you're just asking for like a more powerful upgrade, and like I said, the average consumer don't even know about this shit. And like, these little name changes. Like I said, I've worked in like electronic retailing and all this shit. Dude, all it fucking does is confuse people. The DSi,
especially
the DSi XL, the DS, 3DS.
Yeah.
They're like all
the
that
new
shit
3DS. That's so dumb.
Dude, all that shit is just so fucking confusing. Like when the Wii U first came out, someone thought that was just a portable Wii. Like they're like, and like I said, they just thought it was the Wii, but just portable now. They say, oh man, now you can play your Wii portable. Now I thought it was an entirely different console. That the controller was a tablet. Like I don't know, it's just like
they would have sold a bunch if that was the case though, because the Wii U was popping. The Wii Fit sold like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So that would have sold a lot.
That's pretty much what the Switch became though. So if there was no Wii U and then we just waited until the Switch, maybe it would have been a different, because it's like, hey, go from the Wii and now switch to this new thing, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like a bunch of different things they could have done with that.
Yeah.
The Wii U was like I said, I'm glad the Wii U came out, because it was at a time where the Wii needed that kind of power, because that's why we got beautiful looking games like Mario. Like I said, Mario looks so beautiful
Kart
now.
Oh my god.
Like these games look like Mario games finally look beautiful. Like we're not trapped in GameCube games for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So now we actually finally have HD, high quality Mario looking games.
Even though GameCube games looked really good, they just were like 480p and really low res, so they kind of look bad. Like I've seen them up res some like Sunshine, and that game actually, the models were actually not that bad. I was surprised.
No, that's the thing.
Wind Waker, dog. Wind Waker HD. Look at that shit.
Look at it compared to Twilight Princess.
Like if you actually think about it, like to me, it seems like I know that since we're part of that generation that's always been playing video games since the beginning.
Yeah.
So we're part of the demographic they're aiming for now, because it seems like kids don't care about this shit. Kids, they just want to play games. They don't give a fuck. So
they're playing Sonic on their iPad.
Right.
They don't know
They don't care. So I'm like, I think the game industry needs to, I don't know, come up with these powerful machines. It doesn't really change. I'm more worried about what games, what the experience is. I understand. I don't know. To me, to the naked eye, native 4K and fucking up-res 4K, I don't know if I could tell the difference personally.
Yeah.
With my own naked eye. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless somebody told me.
That comes with some of the pixels and shit.
It comes with some of the pixels. But see, that's the thing too. Depending on there's different processes to up-res. So there's better quality. There's you can up-res it through different kind of real processes. Like if you have a good process that up-reses it, then obviously you can barely tell. If you up-res it poorly, then you're really gonna tell. But then also
it's like a bad Switch port. Like if someone ported something to the Switch and cut corners, it's not gonna run as well as a game made for it.
Yeah, and then like I said, also if you definitely have something to compare it to, without comparing it to something, it makes it even harder too. Because it's one of those things where I had to train my eyes to now that I know, I can see 60 frames per second. But before then, I remember watching the 30 frames and the 60 frames per second video comparison, and I didn't notice the difference. It took a while. I mean, I credit it to fighting games, because that's what they're built around. They're built around
60.
They're built around 60 frames per second gameplay. So that's just kind of wow, I can so now I can just see it. But outside of that, I'm just kind of we watch movies in 24 to 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
Right.
No one's
people
saying.
Were complaining when they first I think it was The Hobbit. They released a movie in 40 frames per second. People were complaining about that,
which is kind of weird, because if you go to any news, any main channels and stuff, I think 45 or something like that is 30 is the lowest. 45 is the perfect spot, because sometimes 60 frames doesn't work in certain environments. If you're watching certain things on TV, it's that weird motion. It looks so weird. I remember I watched.
Looks like you're, especially inside.
It's like a soap opera. It looks like a soap opera.
When you're inside of a house, that's definitely the main problem.
Yeah, that soap opera look. That. Damn it, Jonathan. That type of look. It just looks weird. And I mean, frames per second isn't the biggest deal. The only time frames per second is an issue to me is if it impedes on my gameplay. Like there were
then I
times
wonder,
playing, because Final Fantasy 15 for the PlayStation 4 Pro has an the uncapped frames per second thing. It's a little between like 55 and 60 frames. It fluctuates between, like when you're in combat it goes a little down, and the dips are like not like super noticeable. But it runs so much better. It runs so good that I can restart the game and play over again in 60 frames. So it does make a difference, but not really. You know what I mean? Like playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the 0.2 one, where it's pretty much a demo of Kingdom Hearts 3. And on the regular PlayStation, it runs in 30 frames, but on the PlayStation Pro, it runs in 60. And is a big difference, but is it worth $250 extra? No.
That's basically it.
Is resolution and frame rates worth more when it comes to a console? No. A PC that's different, because when you're upgrading a PC, you're getting much more than just gaming. I mean, you may make it a dedicated gaming, but you get much more than just gaming. Yeah. You get streaming, you get editing videos, you get just download speeds, you get everything is better. So PC makes more sense. So comparing the price to a PC to the $499, yes, it seems like, oh wow, the Xbox is way more affordable, but you're getting much more from the PC that you look at, which would be probably like $600. You can probably find that at $600. 600 through $800, you can find that the same thing you're getting for $500.
Exactly. Like I said, it'll be so. Like I said, the purpose of it would be to fulfill so many needs, so many duties. So, and like I said, like to close it out, I don't know if the best thing to have a console that can have replaceable parts. Like I don't know, like what's the thing, but like
modular. Yeah. There you go. There's a word.
But I'm just kind of like, like I'm more of the I'll cross that ridge when it comes to it, because like, you know, I don't have a perfect TV. And even my TV now, like I wasn't in a rush to get it. I got it when it you know, it was good to get it. Right. So like, you know, I'm perfectly fine. I'm in no rush. If I had the expendable income, I guess if I just wanted to keep up, like I'm not the guy that's buying an iPhone every year either. Like, you know, it doesn't matter to me. So like, I don't want it to like, you know, fail. I would love for it to kind of like be nice, but until I see a property on it that's like, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, like unless my Xbox breaks down on my PS4, because I have both the like older versions of those. Yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. You
can still play Crackdown.
I say save the money on the console, use it on games. You know,
exactly.
Or food, or electricity, or bills. You know,
or see that's the thing. Like, there's literally no reason to upgrade, but like besides wanting a better experience, and the better experience is not worth what they're giving you. Although it may seem like it is, but they still have to pay for the product, so they're charging it more than what it's worth.
They still have to make a profit, apparently.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I guess along with the Xbox One X, because you got to make sure you say X, because you know Xbox One S, Xbox One X, they both sound the same if you say them really fast. But along with that announcement, we also get another announcement that, you know, I think it was last year when they first announced their backwards compatibility for the 360, which is awesome because it spreads your library. Now apparently they have backwards compatibility for the OG Xbox, which is cool.
I hear rumors that it's going to be for every game that existed, but
nah, you can't. What? If they do that, if they make that work,
as long as you have the physical, that's what I hear. I hear you can't get it from the store. If you have the physical version, you can just put it in and it works. That's what I heard. I haven't seen any confirmation of that yet. If that's the case, then well, good luck finding those games, because those games already cost a lot. They're already going up in price because they cost dirt cheap at one point, but they're expensive now because that era, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, that era is getting really expensive now. Because like right now, if you go look at PS3 and Xbox 360 games, those are like $5 games, like probably less than that. They're cheap. Yeah. But I'm telling you, next generation, those games are going to cost a lot. So it seems like we're kind of screwed. With it seems really good original OG Xbox games because you get a lot of those Sega games. Like you'll be able to play Jet Set Radio on the current console. That's a big deal, regardless. I don't know why Sega hasn't released a remake of it or a remastered version of it.
I think they do have.
They have.
I think it's 2.
Hyper 360.
They have Jet Grind Radio, which is the first one, and Jet Set Radio Future is the second one. So I mean, the first one technically
is it on PS4 and all that? Because I haven't seen it.
It's on Xbox One right now. You can go download from the store.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know it's on my ready to install.
Was it on 360 before?
It was on original Xbox.
Oh, okay.
In Dreamcast or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Dreamcast.
I had no clue.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they did do that, that'd be dope. But like, yeah, I get you. Like, the price is definitely gonna be like that. Cause think about when we were playing PlayStation 2, you would go to fucking GameStop and they would have a bin full of fucking 64 games and all that shit. Like, like, nobody wants this shit. Blah blah blah.
And now they're like $60-$70 a pop if you're trying to find.
You're trying to find the ones you want without going to like a random place like the Game Chasers. It's really hard to like find the good ones without like just running up on it on accident.
I mean, there's a lot of shops out here like that sell like old, I guess retro gaming. There's a lot of places out here, like, at least a few. And like I said, that's cool. I would love to maybe grab a few.
I just need some consoles. I want some old consoles.
Yeah, like I got a few of my physical copies of Xbox original games. So it'll be dope to just play a few of them on the newer console. If they're saying that this is going to be only on the newer Xbox, because like I said, that would make more sense because it is more powerful to emulate. Because it actually takes a lot of power to emulate, even though
it's across the board. They said it's across the board.
I hope so. Like I said, that is dope for me because, like I said, I don't even have to upgrade to the new console when I got the new feature that they're releasing, which is OG Xbox, which is, and if it does hold up true, because licensing is always a thing. Maybe it's not because maybe you can emulate it and there's no I guess trophies or anything attached to it, and if it's backwards compatible only physical. I don't know. It's like,
I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they would, because physical it's too scarce, and I think they would get money if it's on their store.
Exactly, but that's my thing. It's like
that's still the ones that don't have license to. That's the only thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it comes down to. So for them to say every single old school game, it's like you have to put every single So look up how many games were on the original Xbox. Let's say 1,000 games. That means you gotta put 1,000 games on the Microsoft Store. That's re-licensing and everything, because you got to make sure these people get their money.
Yes, that's too much.
So unless they've been doing this for the last few years and we don't know,
that would be dope.
Then it's just kind of like one of those things. That's why we don't have like I said, like they have Street Fighter 4 backwards compatible, but they don't have Super Street Fighter 4, and like just all the other things. Like it's physically capable of doing it. It all comes back to the licensing, and that's what took Skate 3 so long to come back. That shit was on there for a minute, but like who knows what logistical bullshit they were going through just to get it.
Literally the only Xbox game that's like that I played when I had it. Literally the only one. And it's a 360
But it'll be dope though, because like I'm saying, like I think I still have a NFL Street 2 and like all that shit.
Yes, that's see. Let that be a
so
thing.
Those are the games.
I would get
those are the games that
$250 Xbox again if that was the case.
Yeah, so like, can we just slide those bitches in? Because like I said, I still have all that shit ready to go.
All I can say is Xbox did a really good job at selling their Xbox One S. They did a terrible job at selling their Xbox One X. It looks good visually and the inside is great, but they entice more people to want to buy the Xbox One S. That's why I say they did do a good job, regardless of the pricing of it. Because like I don't see many people buying it. It's not gonna sell well. But the Xbox One S is gonna sell really good because that thing is dirt cheap.
It's fucking. I mean, I'm not thinking about doing it, but gee, if I would have known, I'm telling you. I probably would have saved up and just said forget about it. But since we're about to go to the next topic, right?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, well, since we're talking about the OG backwards compatibility, the one game I definitely would like to have that would be backwards compatible was originally backwards compatible for 360 was the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. I played the shit out of that.
Yeah,
but I'll have to wait and see for that. But until then, I'll have to just, I guess, check out the new Battlefront 2. And so far, it looks really fucking fun. The main thing I love about this, which will probably actually get me to buy this goddamn game, which I feel like a fucking idiot for buying the first one, is that all the DLC is going to be free. No season pass, anything. You can just buy the game, DLC free.
Fucking awesome.
Why didn't they do that the first time?
Because they're EA and EA had too much control, and now they realize that, oh shit, people bought the last game. They will buy this game. We'll sell even more because they're like, because of this. It's a business, man. You have to show and prove. I guess that's what it is.
I guess I help them.
It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars, but it is also Battlefront. Battlefront is a separate entity from just Star Wars. You know what I mean? It's not. They had to sell Battlefront first.
I was playing this game before I knew shit about Star Wars. I just loved this fucking game. You know,
it was fun. I remember we used to play it on Xbox original. I think it was backwards compatible with Xbox 360.
Yeah, I used to play it on 360
because I think one of your friends had it. Either you had it or one of your friends had it. I don't remember.
Leo. It was Leo. Leo had it. I borrowed it from him because he was a super Star Wars guy. So I didn't know shit about Star Wars.
That was actually a fun ass game, and I'm liking that they're bringing a lot of those mechanics back, like the class system and you know, the droids. More importantly,
you're not just playing the same fucking guy over and over, changing
it's
weapons.
Gonna be so fun, and it looks so
different classes.
And it's definitely the visuals have improved. It's kind of like Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 looks beautiful, and it kind of I mean, obviously, it's an improvement.
Same engine and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like they're finding better ways to use that engine. I think it was the Frostbite engine. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
the Frostbite. Yeah, that shit looks good.
The game looks amazing. They have more heroes now and they're doing more heroes, multiple different eras. So now we have actually the Force Awakens era. We're going to Finn. I mean, John Boyega was at the conference you will be able to play with Finn eventually. We get Rey now. We actually go back to the Clone Wars, so we're gonna be able to play with Darth Maul. Hope they put in old school Obi-Wan, maybe Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Instead of all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, General Grievous. Hell yeah!
Oh, that's the one I want the most. He was in Battlefront too. Yeah, I remember playing with him in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had a lot of heroes in the older ones, and I'm like, that's why I was so disappointed with Battlefront, whatever version.
I remember playing with I played one where I had Mace Windu in it. I forget which one that was. That's the one I was playing with. That's the Battlefront I played.
Was that one or two?
That one, I'm pretty sure that was two.
Oh yeah, because you had the Clone Wars
but the only thing about this is the story. The story looks good, but I think they got the wrong impression of what they wanted for an offline story.
It was like the fans don't want just a regular Star Wars story; they want an original story. I was like, it's actually quite the opposite.
You're right. I just play through the battles. You're right.
How you gonna tell me what I want?
Right. They want a new story. And the story that's going to have to fit continuity. What happened between that Jedi.
That Janina girl, man, she finding them up. Her beautiful lips. Oh my God! I was looking at that. I was like, girl, you better stand up on stage like that. You better talk. Janina fine as hell. I don't know her last name. I forgot. I saw the Janina, and she fine as hell.
Does it matter?
No, it does not matter because her last name is my last name now.
Like you gonna change that?
Well, that's enough busting us in Star Wars.
Nice mouth.
I'm definitely, like I said, I didn't purchase the first one, but hey, like I said, the free DLC. I guess for me, it's hard for me to get a biannual game because I feel like I'm always going to be behind. I want something that like sticks for a little bit,
This is a bi-yearly game. It came out, original one came out 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like I rather the way games are set up nowadays. It's like you can keep, like I said, like. When do you expect an Overwatch 2 to come out?
It shouldn't. Yeah. It shouldn't, but it may because they don't have a subscription service like their other games. So I could see them, either
half their games aren't even subscription anymore. Like you can play World of Warcraft for free. You can play fucking Diablo for free. You can play Heroes of the Storm for free. You can play.
There's a new model that like free to play model where it's like microtransactions. So
the loot boxes are keeping them afloat.
Yeah,
people buy loot boxes, dog.
You can buy the game for like $19 at places. There was times where you can buy the game for $20. It's always $30.
You can buy a loot box and get duplicates.
Which is terrible.
Oh, yo, that's a fight. That's a fight.
It's literally gambling. It's literally gambling, dude.
Yeah, but like, depends like
they're gonna get in trouble
who you are. Like, I mean, I'm sure they pushed the probability a little bit for purchase loot boxes. I'm sure. Like,
oh yeah, the numbers are skewed, definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely sure because they're like, man, I keep on getting the same shit. But like, I don't know. Like I said, like for me, I can play the game bare bones, default costumes, nothing extra, as long as what's supposed to be the meat of the sandwich is still good. Bitch, I can take off the I can take off the bread.
Yeah,
I'm still going to enjoy that sandwich. You know what I mean? Like
live breaking news. Live breaking news.
Sub-Zero Injustice.
Yeah. That's all I had to say. It looks cool.
He must be the next one dropping.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean,
I mean, when I first did play Overwatch, though, it was rough because there was no arcade mode. It was rough.
True.
It was rough, dude. It was dark days. I played maybe like 4 rounds a day just because
I started Overwatch kind of late. Like, I didn't realize that it had only been out for a year now, which is actually kind of wild. I didn't know. I thought it was out for like a year, a year by the time I started playing it because so many people played it and talked about it so fucking much. I don't even played it to a year. But
like I'm saying, like I bought the game once and look how much diversity and fun I'm having with it. New game modes constantly coming out, blah blah blah. So like, you know, like I said, they do come out with Overwatch 2. Like, you know, at least make it work for a while because like they're adding so much new stuff to it that it's like, why are you going to sell me another game? Like, what's going to be the difference?
They should make it. They should make it to where certain skins you can actually just get. I know they do the little you can buy some of them, but some of them once the event is over, you just can't get them. Like.
Hey, but I guess if that's what they're doing to keep you around, like for the next Halloween and for the next, you know, like.
Yeah. I like that model, but it's like, damn, I have not got this Farrah costume that I want this time around, and I really want it. It's my favorite one.
Damn, dog, I got it.
Yeah, because it's like, because playing the game isn't, or buying the game isn't enough. They need active members. So to have it like that, it keeps active members over a period of time. So like I said, and like they gave the game for one price, and they're also giving you constantly stuff like that, dude. Like, I'm not surprised this game fucking has so many people playing it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, it's kind of easy to put your controller down and just not play the game for a long ass time. But then there's always something that make you want to.
It's been like what? They've added how many characters? Like 3 characters since launch. They've added like a shitload of game modes. They've added even a fucking game launcher. You know what I'm saying? The game basically started here, and then they've been slowly building on it, and that's why I like it. It's what?
It's honest creators.
I'm pretty sure Blizzard's not gonna come out. Blizzard's at a point where they don't have to come out with 2s or none. Like StarCraft 2's been around for how long? Like 20-something years.
Yeah, Diablo 3 came out, but I feel like people didn't need it. They didn't need it.
No,
all you need was everyone's playing Diablo 2 still.
Up there with Steam, because Team Fortress 2. How long has Team Fortress 2 been out? Like forever.
Exactly. Like Left 4 Dead 2 has been a thing forever. They don't like. I mean, they need Left 4 Dead 3. That's what I wanted for the C3, but
it's backwards compatible now, so they ain't gonna do that. And plus, it's on PC, so.
Yeah, I play on computer. It's a lot more fun playing it that way.
Well, I guess we're gonna go to.
What's the next one?
Okay, I was just trying to speed this up because I know you got a limited time. But
I got like
the next
20 minutes.
The next one I can talk about, I guess since you really don't care about this, I guess I can just spit this out real quick. Assassin's Creed Origins. It looks pretty cool.
Looks
I'm definitely an Assassin's Creed fan. It looks nice. We're in Egypt this time. It's apparently the beginning of the Creed, and we actually got a actual black protagonist. That's actually the main game.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna say main game because they've had other ones before. They've had other black people before, but this one is actually main game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Through the whole game, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm down for this. You know,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
definitely with it.
I'm not a big fan of Assassin's Creed gameplay wise. Like I just never really. I mean, I like the gameplay. I just never really could get into it. It's not not good. So good that I play it a lot.
No, I play.
I love the story.
I can do it every other year. I can't come out with one each year because there was the last one that had one Syndicate or whatever.
Looked beautiful.
I didn't do that. It looked good. They had Unity before that.
There was actual cars in there.
I wanted to try Unity, but that's multiplayer and shit. I wanted to try that, but it's all good. So Assassin's Creed.
The only one that ever seemed interesting to me was number 3.
Yeah.
I do have it for free on the Xbox now, so I may play through it. But like I said, like once I understood the concept of the game and like the different time periods and like all that kind of stuff, like okay, I guess that's kind of cool. So the fact you said this one was Egypt, okay, that's I can't shit on it too much then, because that may be interesting. But yeah, everything else was just kind of like.
No, I haven't played 3, but I played 4, and 4 takes a lot of the mechanics that 3 definitely. 3 that definitely improved on. Even though 4 was kind of annoying because you're on the boat like half the time and you have to fight other ships, which is basically what they did for that fucking Skull and Bones game. They basically just ripped for Ubisoft. They basically took that whole boat combat and just made its own franchise.
I know.
As
beautiful as it looks. It looks beautiful, but like when I saw the gameplay and I realized that it was pretty much strictly just boat stuff and you're not really like controlling single characters, you're controlling the whole fleet.
Yeah.
It was just like,
nope. I'm not doing
Battleship is a good game, but
and then like when they and the part that killed me is when they tried to board that board. Oh, they were boarding the boat, and it just automatically happened. There was no fight or nothing for the boat. It was like, okay,
I'll just play Sea of Thieves.
Right, but
that's another game for Xbox I actually kind of like. I mean, it's rare, so I'll give it a chance.
Sea of Thieves, I'll try it. It's rare, so yeah.
That's the
it's rare, but it's like, is it the real rare? Anymore,
is it the Rare who made it? What's that one? What's the free game that's on Xbox? The game where you can make levels and stuff.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Project Spark.
Yeah, it's basically that's Rare. That game was. That
game was horrible. The servers was terrible.
Oh yeah, it is. It is bad, but I played the shit out of it because I didn't have shit else to play when I had my Xbox at first.
It was a good game. It's just the servers were fucked up, so it was like it was pretty much unplayable.
Oh god. Okay, let's see. We got Anthem. That was one of the new IPs that came out. It looks like a mixture of Pacific Rim, Destiny 2, and
Destiny
Division a little bit.
Destiny Raw. That new Destiny game's hard. Destiny Anthem is what they call it. It looks good as fuck.
No, Anthem just by itself.
No, Destiny Anthem. Destiny 2 Anthem. Semicolon. Great game. God damn it, like, go away. Go away. You're snitching on me. It looks great. It looks beautiful.
It looks okay.
It looks like the gameplay isn't even half as good as how it looks, though.
No,
the gameplay is going to be good.
No, that's how they always do. Whenever I'm playing a game, when I'm watching one of those trailers from E3, and they have multiple people in the same game, and then they're all chatting together and like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It really feels like they're just trying to distract me from the fucking game. Exactly what's going on.
Hey, are you going to go over here? Let's go over here. We rehearsed this. It's like, come on, relax.
It looks cool, but I'm still have my reservations. I'll have to wait and see, just like with the Division. Because the Division looked cool. I'm glad I got to play it for free because I'm never playing that fucking game ever again.
I love that game. The Division is so good.
The guns are just not effective. I do like.
It's more of an RPG. It's more of an RPG.
Yeah, I like Borderlands.
Destiny
Borderlands. I like bullet sponges, but the guns just don't fire right. I don't know. The way Ubisoft's like gun controls, just I don't like the way it moves.
Played a shit ton of it. That's probably why. I loved it when it first came out. I didn't pay. I never paid for it once. I got it for free, so I never paid for it. So that's probably added to it. I know if I paid for it, I would probably feel different. I wouldn't buy it now, so that may say something to how I feel about the game. I enjoyed it though.
No, I said I still haven't seen the trailer for the Anthem game. I looked at it for a little bit, but like I said, I'll have to dive into it. Like I said, I'm not
exosuit. You're in an exosuit. You're going around the world. You're big, yeah. You can glide and fly a little bit. It's pretty. It's cool. It's like a beautiful Destiny, in like a very like rainforest looking world. It's nice. I mean, it looks nice.
It looks
There's nothing about it that looks bad.
It
just didn't show enough.
It's original, but it doesn't look original. That's the problem with that.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a mishmash of everything.
I don't know what they were trying to do with it.
Since we're going, since we're already talking about Destiny Light games, we might as well talk about the real thing. Destiny 2.
Day one purchase.
What are we getting this on, guys?
Well,
We
only
have for the
PlayStation,
PS4?
really.
PlayStation. I mean,
they got exclusive content for it, so that makes sense.
and y'all need to fill up y'all PlayStation libraries anyways. Like, fill them up.
Well,
I mean,
So
half of my PlayStation.
what's the main
library is
difference
locked.
between like what are the main things they adding? Because like I said, I've seen a couple trailers. I didn't see what they did for E3, but I've seen like the old school trailers where they're just kind of hyping it up, fucking goofy ass people and shit.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're doing that. More classes, more weapons, more everything, shit like that.
Visuals are a little bit more improved. It looks a lot more fluid. It looks exactly the same. The HUD is different. The weapon class is different.
First game.
I don't really understand the weapon class yet because I haven't really touched it, but the class system is different. It's not just like secondary, primary, and what's the third one? The heavy weapon. It's not just like that. Apparently, it's different now. And the classes have new, like there's no new classes. It's still Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. It's still that, but they have new abilities and stuff. Exactly, new subclasses and all that.
So
it looks like Destiny 2.
I just know I have to buy the season pass for this one. I'm not fucking falling for that either. I'm not falling for that shit again.
It doesn't look like a DLC. It looks like a sequel. So that's enough. That was enough that made me happy.
Right.
Yeah,
And hopefully I don't have
like a year.
Hopefully I don't have to deal with more light or whatever because the fucking Traveler's dead, so I don't have to deal with that shit no more.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I was getting tired of. Having to deal with like, oh, this armor is good, but it's not good because I need more light. What?
Yeah, she was stupid.
I didn't like the class. After that,
after a while, it
was good, but then they switched it for some reason. I don't know why.
Like I like the leveling system in that. That's one reason that made me play a lot of the game. But I would love if the leveling system got improved in some ways, to where leveling up meant more. Like at a certain point, I know you can't. There should be no level cap, or there should be, but the level cap should be pretty far off because of how much they want you to play this game.
Right.
Because once you improve your light at the end, towards the end of the game, it didn't really make that much of a difference. You could just wear different things and color things a different color. That was about it.
Right. But I guess you got anything else to say about that, Christian?
Like I said, I'm down to play it because I haven't played the first one in like a year. At least it feels like it.
I installed it and didn't.
Ever since we played that one strike that we couldn't get through, that dumbass strike. I think it was called a strike, but that dumbass strike that we played that we couldn't complete for some reason. Vault of fucking Glass. Fuck that damn mission. Ever since then, I haven't played. And I love the game, but it's just like, man, that shit pissed me off so bad. I tried it myself. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna need more people down. I tried it with Doug, and I was like, fuck, we're gonna need Christian.
It wasn't working at the same time.
And then we tried with you, Christian, and you saw what the hell happened.
I don't even remember that quest.
Fuck that. It was the one where we had to kill those things and the robots were coming at us, and we had to go over here. We had to stay over here.
We had to make sure keep the rings from turning red or some shit, some stupid shit.
Yeah. That was in another lifetime.
But I guess we're almost done with actually, this is the last Xbox, not exclusive, but Xbox. Well, this one is exclusive, but this is the last topic. Then after this, it'll be straight PS4. We can go straight fire with that. Okay. But of course, your boy Terry Crews made a fucking impression on the conference for me. It made me. I was just like, what the hell? And I'm definitely getting hyped for Crackdown 3.
Of course. I mean, that game has proved itself. Gameplay, at least.
It's definitely co-op, right? I'm pretty sure it's
co-op.
Right?
Mm-hmm. The number 2 was like fucking. It was crazy sandbox co-op, but then I think you could play with like at least 4 people, for a mission. And trust me, man. For a little bit, guys, I mainly play that game online, solo player. But when I did play it with people, dude, you just run through that game and you just fuck people up, man. Because I wonder if the city's gonna be the same too, or they're gonna have some throwbacks. But number 1 and 2, one of my favorite games, off top. And like those games are just like those are definitely one of those games where you can just play for fun for a long fucking time. And like I don't know, like, I guess it's like
Hello?
like fucking lifting cars, upgrading. Okay. That's the more thing that I kind of want to like do more in this game. Like, dude, I think I even like got all the agility orbs just cause like.
Oh my god! Big ass feet. That was like one of the first Xbox 360 games that I remember playing. That one, Saints Row, Dead Rising.
The shooting was dope on that game because you can like pinpoint their different spots. So like they had harpoon their arms like nah, trust me, man. Like
that's such a good game.
Ragdoll was just crazy. Like if the explosion's supposed to be super tight. That's dope.
But sadly, that's the completely destructible environments.
I haven't seen no gameplay of that yet. Like recently, at least. That's the whack.
I need real gameplay. Like they're showing like clips and like little things, but it's just like, nah, we need like the real gameplay. The trailer was tight though. Terry Crews is fucking like crazy.
Of course.
I did watch some gameplay, and they were talking about how like you're on a new island, and you're basically just trying to take down each faction. It's basically the same thing as last time. You take down each faction's slowly but surely, like you'll have to take down certain points, and then that will become part of your points. And then after a while, the boss will start retaliating, and then eventually he'll have to come out himself. So it's basically the same. I'm pretty sure like the same system for one.
Pretty much.
This may be the craziest.
This
may be the craziest hot take ever, but I feel like personally that this is the only franchise that Microsoft has that's even like solid. Because Halo has fucked up lately, and it hurts my heart because I love Halo. Grew up with Halo. Gears of War, I'm just not a fan of Gears of War personally, so like that's just that's his opinion.
Gears of War 2 was just like what?
Like, and I love the story of Gears of War. I just don't like the gameplay mainly. Just the whole style is just bad. I tried to play them too. Like I wasn't even being a hater.
I have 3 on my Xbox. I don't even play it.
That's kind of it. I mean, Forza. I don't. Is it Forza or?
Did you hear about Noni Kuni 2?
Forza.
I did hear about it, but I haven't played. I haven't played the first one, although it's on my to-do list.
I'm like, I know this name. I just can't remember the fucking game. I just saw it.
What was it?
It's the game that's made by that's made by Studio Ghibli.
Now I remember it. With a little, I played that. Marcus had that game where like you have that little. It's
Ni no
like
Kuni.
Okay, I never heard of it.
Kuni. Yeah. Something like that.
The animation looks good. I guess that's what
I thought you said Fully Cooley. I'm like, yay. I know what Fully Cooley is.
Oh, now if they came up with that.
I mean, I know you would be lit. I know you would be lit. I mean, look at your avatar. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I knew. I was like, yo, you better.
Shit.
One time for the one time.
I'll be down, man. But I guess the best thing you could say, E3 this year has been really good.
I mean, we still got PS4. One more. We just got four more things in PS4. I'm pretty sure.
Cool. Let's close it out.
All right. Well, I mean, since we're gonna probably talk about this the most, let's just get this out of the way. Monster Hunter.
What was that?
Monster Hunter World.
Oh man, did you guys see the trailer for it?
I saw it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I didn't post my reaction to that yet. I should. That's the one. That's one of the ones I need to post.
Oh my god.
So you already know.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to play it on DS no more. I'm good.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Like I always shit on Monster Hunter for the graphics. I know, like I hear, I know it's a good game because I played a little bit of it, and I know it's quality, and I know a lot of people wouldn't like something that's just shitty. You know what I mean? They're not gonna like. They're not something that's shitty is not gonna have a cult following most of the time. So, and not like an ironic cult following. It has a genuine cult following. So. I like it, and I'm excited to play it, but it's just like, man, that shit looks good. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as everything else in the PS4 library, but that's kind of it looks like it looks like an up-res PS2 game, but it still looks great.
With all the shit you do in Monster Hunter, it looks amazing. That's the thing.
Yeah. Because those games are so deep. Like that's the thing. Like you can look into like a little ass PSP screen and play it for 500 hours.
And it's multiplayer.
So deep.
It's multiplayer, and it's going to be on PC as well.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Wow, I can't wait to see some mods and
that's gonna do big things for the franchise over here. I think this is gonna have it in all the major consoles and on PC.
That's lit. I just hope this. I just hope the Switch gets double cross. If the Switch, I mean, I know that we're getting double cross to Japan, but America, I would love for that to happen, just so.
Well,
everyone will be happy. I want everyone to be happy.
I'd rather it not come out the Switch version, and I'd rather us get something that's new, like Monster Hunter 5 for the portables.
See, I could
see
Monster
Hunter
that.
World, I'd rather us get Monster Hunter 5 for the portables, and then that'll
well,
be
apparently I hear that this is Monster Hunter 5 pretty much though. That's what I've been hearing.
It technically is, but it technically is, but it technically isn't, because they always number their games. Because before Monster Hunter 4 came out, they came out with a Monster Hunter after Monster Hunter 3, and that wasn't called Monster Hunter 4. Because like when they call it something numbers, because like from Monster Hunter 2 to Monster Hunter 3, they added underwater battles. And between number 2 and number 3, they came out with multiple Monster Hunters that weren't just called Monster Hunter 2. But when they come out with a numbered Monster Hunter, they do something different. So when they came out with Monster Hunter 4, they added climbing, they added swinging, they added jump attacks, they added different run mechanics, they added cat companions that you can build the armor for them. Although that so Monster Hunter Generations is kind of after 4, but it's still not considered 5, because first off, Monster Hunter Generations or Crawls, it borrows from all the old games. That's why they call it Generations, because you go to the Monster Hunter 2 world, you go to this hub world, you go to all the different hub worlds, and it's kind of like a mix between all that, where you can kind of like revisit them. It's kind of like, imagine if there was a Pokemon game that had Pokemon Blue, Regions, Pokemon Gold, and Pokemon Sapphire. That's kind of what Generations is.
Just call it Pokemon Region.
Oh, that'd be hard. Why'd you even say that? I would love a Pokemon like that.
So that's pretty much what Monster Hunter Generations is, kind of. So for them to come out so this is definitely so it's definitely not a 5, because if they came out with a 5,
it would be 5.
Would be called 5, and it would be something added to it. So it looks like Monster Hunter World. It may bring back underwater fighting. They added a lot of stuff from 4, like a lot of different animations, but it looks like the main thing they added with this is there's a camouflage mode.
Okay, I was wondering.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's kind of like a new thing.
That monster's retarded because he was right there.
Why is that bush moving? What the fuck, man? I'm tripping, man. I ain't seen no bush move, man, before in my life. But man, that's not. I guess, man. Shit.
But okay. So I'm just trying to hurry up and get us through this, because we're definitely running late.
Yeah, but now I'll try to everything.
Conference, man. E3 is a big conference, so a lot of stuff gets revealed. So
yeah, a lot of stuff
going on at this time of the year.
I guess we can go to Kingdom Hearts 3 next. You know. I'll let you bust your nuts, man.
Yeah, bust your nuts. I'll be right back.
All I have to say is, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm a diehard, legendary Kingdom Hearts fan. Me and Christian, we played it since 2002. Since it first came out, we played that shit fresh. Great game. You were there around that time, right?
You had your PS3. I had my GameCube. He had his Xbox.
Well, PS2. But yeah.
PS2, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1, great game. Such a great story. Final Fantasy mixed up with Disney. I love Disney. I love Final Fantasy nowadays more so than before. That was actually the introduction to Final Fantasy to me, which was Kingdom Hearts. And then I went back and played pretty much every Final Fantasy at this point. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And the weirdest part about this with Kingdom Hearts, we got it revealed in 2013 when they first showed that first trailer, where it was like him picking up the Keyblade on the beach, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, no!" And the Keyblade was Arakis's Keyblade, which now belongs to Aqua. It's hard as a whole bunch of stuff. That's something you have to see in Birth by Sleep.
Aqua, she's in the other side, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in the dark area. Yeah. So the first game is the first game, but then we got it in 2013, and we got like a gameplay trailer like a year later at one of the things, and then like after a while we just wasn't getting anything. We didn't get anything. And then we got Birth by Sleep 0.2 trailer, which is 2.8, the Kingdom Hearts, where it had 3 Dream Drop Distance, and Birth by Sleep 0.2, which is the Kingdom Hearts pretty much the Kingdom Hearts demo. It shows you it on the new Unreal Engine
right,
like way, and it looked good. It played amazingly. Like it was hopeful. And then after they showed their last trailer for that game before it came out, at the end it said Kingdom Hearts 3 announcements in winter. So winter passed, and the last day of winter is like it's the day before spring, so it's like March. So we didn't get anything for it at the end of March, and we haven't heard anything. And there's an orchestra going on right now where they're going through playing the songs from the game, and the orchestra I think was in LA, like last week or so. They played the trailer at the end, and the trailer shows Xehanort and not Xehanort, Xemnas and Ansem, the bad Ansem, standing there. Xehan and Xemnas is talking about you really think you're gonna find Roxas, because Roxas is a part of it's hard. He's a part of Sora's heart, but Sora,
they're all different.
Sora,
there's blanks, and then there's fucking some other shit, and then there's another version. I know there's like 3 different.
And I don't know why I'm blanking on his name from Birth by Sleep. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but he's also the reason why Roxas looks different than Sora, even though he's Sora's nobody, is because Sora has a piece of the dude's name from Birth by Sleep. I can't remember his name.
I don't know his name, but
Ventus. Has a piece of Ventus's heart in him, so that's why he looks like Roxas. So he looks like he's looking for Roxas, and they don't really show you the details. But then you see Maleficent in the trailer with Pete talking to freaking Hades. Oh my god, the Disney characters look so good in this new engine. Oh my god, he looks so good. Sora looks really good too. They also show gameplay at Mount Olympus, because if you played the end of 0.2, the last little credit is called Kingdom Hearts 2.9, which is kind of funny because it's literally the last before 3 comes out. That's pretty much what they're telling us. And it was Sora, Donald, and Goofy on the gummy ship, and they was like, "Oh, where to next?" And then Goofy, who is the Master of Masters, like confirmed. He's like, "Let your heart be your guiding key," which is their "Let the Force be with you" or some shit like that. That's their version of it, pretty much. So he points out the Keyblade, and then it shows him, it opens up the world, because Sora lost all his powers from Dream Drop distance. So he has to get strong again, and who better to go get strong again with than Hercules? Because Hercules had the same thing happen to him, where he was weak as hell and he got tough. So the first world in the game is confirmed to pretty much be either Jensen's Tower or Mount Olympus. And you pretty much going through there. It has to be, because he's still in his Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit halfway through, and then in some of the fight scenes, he's in his new Kingdom Hearts 3 costume. So you see his new drive form, you see the new gameplay, you see Sora, Donald, and Goofy fighting with each other. All I can say is that trailer was longer than I thought it was going to be, and I'm happy that we got it. We're definitely not getting a release date, but at the end of the trailer, it said we're getting more announcements July 15th at the D23 event, which is the Disney event. So
they say everything for.
We're getting a new world, and we're getting a new gameplay. I think Which
one was Chicken Little in? Which game was Chicken Little in?
The first one. Was he? No, he wasn't in the first one. He's the second one. Second one.
Okay, I was like, the first one.
Because we had Bambi, and like all the rest of those. And what was the
Lion King?
What's the magic dude? We had Simba, and we had Genie. Wow, I'm stupid. We had him in there.
I was about to say Merlin.
Overall, Kingdom Hearts is finally getting back to showing shit, so I'm happy, and that's a good sign. Even though Final Fantasy VII Remake is nowhere to be found.
Right. But since we're talking about that, Christian, you got anything to say about Kingdom Hearts 3?
No, like I still got to catch up with playing a lot of the games. Like I said, like the trailers are cool, but I know how these games work. Until it's printed inside a case on a shelf.
Yes.
You know.
I mean, it's been what, fucking 15, 16 years? I know for a fact.
For what?
Since Kingdom Hearts was out.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2007, so it's been 10 years since we had a new mainline Kingdom Hearts. We've had like side stories, the most recent one being since January.
This whole franchise has been at least...
Oh, the franchise, 15 years. 15-year anniversary this year, actually.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Which is why we got Kingdom Hearts 1.2, 1.5, and 2.5 that came out this year.
I can only keep up one Chain of Memories 2, and then after that, I'm just, what?
One Chain of Memories 2, Recoded, which doesn't matter. And you had 33
over 2 or whatever.
Over 2. 358 over 2.
Yeah, and then you have Dream Drop Distance, and then you have Birth by Sleep.
3D.
And I'm not doing that in order. I don't remember the order. And then 3D. I know that's the only reason they call it Dream Drop Distance, because 3D is a 3DS. Oh no. And then that's it.
But yeah, I mean, well, since we're on the Kingdom Hearts subject, I guess I can talk about this next one that I'm actually super, super fucking hyped for.
I am too.
Dude, fucking Dissidia is coming to PS4.
Yeah.
Oh
I didn't think that was gonna come for like another 2 years, because it's a Japanese. It's like really good in Japan. So I was not thinking it was gonna come here.
This is the only reason I have a reference for anything Final Fantasy besides Kingdom Hearts.
Because, really? Okay.
Because I've never played a single Final Fantasy game ever.
I was wondering. That's why I was wondering. I was like, you're hyped about this game. I don't know.
I've never played any for Kingdom Hearts, but when I played on a PSP, Dissidia 1, and I'm sitting here like, who the hell's this? And then you like, the best part about that game is like, it's a fighting game, but it's definitely strategic as fuck, because you build your meter. And if you fuck up, your points are gone. And you have to rebuild that shit before you can actually hit somebody with an actual fucking damaging attack. And that's what I love this fighting system. The way they were like, the way you can fly around and you come straight for people, the way you grind up rails while you're fighting, the way you unlock different moves and you can customize your character how you want them. Like, dude, I don't like.
And it's like Smash Bros for Final Fantasy, and that's just
that's
like,
basically
so many different characters. But like, my question is this the same one? Because I know there was one on Steam that got the Final Fantasy 7, because I remember hearing about it recently. They got Final Fantasy 7 DLC where it's like they got Midgar, and it was Cloud was in it. There was a bunch of other like add-ons. I think Sephiroth as well, if I'm not mistaken. There was a bunch of stuff got released for it. Is that the same one that we're getting for PS4? Because it's on PC right now. And it could be it, because I see the NT and I don't know what the NT means. That could just be like the code name for the console version of it, kind of like Marvel Heroes Omega being the thing, even though it's pretty much just Marvel Heroes.
I'm not sure. I know the NT stands for something, but I don't remember. I just know I saw some moves. They were just showing a Cloud going against some no-name guards. And that's
okay. That's Final Fantasy 7.
And then they showed what's the one guy's with
soldiers?
What's the one dude's name with the tail? I think he's from like Final Fantasy 6 or something.
Titus?
Nah, he's from 10, I believe.
Yeah, he's from 10.
Which one is the little? He's like a little monkey.
With the tail.
He's like a little monkey boy. He's basically like the Journey to the West type of guy. I think he's from maybe 9.
5 Goes West. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe he's from 9. I think.
Probably. I don't think I played 9.
I don't know. I definitely saw him,
and
he's looking cool.
12. I have 12 actually right now. What else? What other ones I play? 13. I didn't play 13.
13 is that's what Lightning or whatever. I never played that one.
I hear that one is really like hit or miss for a lot of people.
Because they have 13 and then they have 13 too.
I mean, actually, I have played it. I haven't completed it. I played it a little bit. 14 is the MMO. 15 is great. No matter what anyone says, I don't care.
Oh yeah, I still mean to play that. I played a little bit of it because my friend has it, and I was playing the Chocobo races, and those motherfuckers are hard. Dude.
I love Chocobo races, even though the one in Final Fantasy 15 is just Chocobos they control weird. But
yes,
I mean, they're like clunky.
I'm telling you, those races are fucking hard, and like you have to go in straight away, and it's weird. But it looks fun. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the fighting was easy. I think he had it on easy because the fighting was hella easy. Like, because all you gotta do is hold down the dodge button.
The game is just easy. Like in general, like there's like it's almost impossible to die.
Dude, all you gotta do,
especially if you have
every single attack. I was like, what the hell?
I forgot the name, like Kaepernick or whatever his name is, Copernicus. I forgot the little thing's name. I forgot his name. Carbuncle. There we go. Carbuncle. Carbuncle will like he'll stop you from dying. It's weird. I don't know if that's because I played the demo and because it's the same Carbuncle from the demo that got passed on because it had the same name and shit. But yeah,
it should be dope though. I think I still even have that game on my PSP right now.
I just wonder if it's gonna look better. Like, are they gonna improve anything on it, or is it just gonna?
I mean, it looks nice to be a game with, especially for a PSP game. So like the bare minimum they can do is like,
and plus it's
barely disappointing.
Plus, it's just like, it's like chess pieces, and then you actually get into the fight. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why it's definitely something to get down with.
I didn't play the second.
I'm definitely gonna get it.
The first one though.
Which one is the guy from 7? Leon or something?
Cloud. Well, Squall. Squall is from 8. He's from 8.
He's 8. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one right after. Because he knows how his sword.
He's the one I was down with him, dude. I used to get fucking down.
Yeah, Squall's the shit, man.
With his gun blade, that shit.
Oh, he's the shit. I hate that he's just like a side character in Kingdom Hearts. I wish he was like a companion. That would be dope. Oh, I hope he is in 3. Oh, that'd be dope. Oh.
I'm trying to think of who I used to play with. I think it could have been Onion Knight or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think he's from like what, 2 or 3?
Yeah,
it has to be one of the older.
He's
ones.
One from old ones. He is.
You can definitely tell which ones are the older ones too, because during that Cloud era, that 7, 8, 9 era had that edginess, and 6 is different because that graphical style is completely different. It's still Nintendo, and it looks like fire. Yeah, that's fire.
Yep, that's Onion Knight. Hold on, let me click.
Yeah.
That looks like
Homeboy from the WWE when they look like them when they walked out. Them weird ass dudes. I only say weird ass dude because I don't know none of them. I just know that they love video game stuff.
All the freaking New Day people
and all the nerds love them.
Well,
that's pretty much why I even know who they are. I haven't watched wrestling.
The only reason I know who I know a little bit because of course Twitter goes whenever almost all the comic book YouTubers I follow on Twitter they watch Raw and SmackDown. So I'm just like, what? Because it's basically the same fucking thing for them, I guess. But I watched SummerSlam with when fucking Stephen Amell was on there and he was fighting Stardust.
Yeah,
not Goldust, Stardust.
Yeah,
that's his son, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was wondering all right. Do we got anything else? Or are we wrapping it up?
We got one last topic, and we're going to end it just like Sony ended up. We're going to end it just like Sony ended their press conference. Go to the video. No, it's playing. Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man on PS4.
My weird at. Oh my gosh, man. Arkham.
Yeah, it looks like an Arkham Spider-Man game. And
it's going to be better than Arkham because Spider-Man's a better character than Batman. Batman is whack and overrated. He's not whack, but he's overrated.
Oh, man.
I want to piss somebody off.
The way
Batman.
I still haven't seen the free Roman web swinging yet.
That's what I'm
But oh my god, dude, this game looks like
he moves like a fucking spider, dog. Like he moves so like you know what I'm talking about? Like he moves like that's the best way to describe it. He's like a noodle, but he's like solid noodle, a solid noodle, a solid soft noodle. It's so clean, and you see how visually impressive that looks.
Oh yeah,
and it is a PS4 exclusive, so it's going to be optimized to hell for the Pro. It's going to look so good on the Pro.
Dude, the movie scene they did is cool. I mean, all the little cuts. People get mad about fucking quick time events. I'm good with that, especially if it's a big giant. If it's a giant set piece like that, who gives a fuck? People play fucking those Drake adventures and. Those are basically nothing but cutscenes. So time events. So I'm like, dude, let Spider-Man have
it. It's better than a cutscene. Cutscenes stop you from playing. I know you got to be like you want a game to keep you engaged. You don't want to. You don't want to be playing a game and then be able to just be like. You don't want to do that. You want to play the game. Like that's what you pick. That's why you play a game.
Like invested in the narrative.
You want to dictate the outcome.
Exactly. Oh man. It looks so good. I love that suit. That suit is beautiful.
Did you say you want to dick pick the outcome?
Did you? Did you say that?
Yes, I did.
Excuse me. It's funny because I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
the thing that got me hyped is like, oh shit! I actually like when I was watching, I was like, I think I know this villain, Mr. Negative, and then they showed him go actually completely all negative. I was like, oh shit! So they're actually introducing new. They're introducing new characters.
And Fisk is in there.
Well, yeah, you get to see fucking Wilson Fisk.
So that means that no one who Marvel Studios owns is out of the park. So we can pretty much get villains. I guess we can get pretty much who we want.
Yeah, a fun Spider-Man.
Any versions of them. They're right.
We're definitely getting Vulture for the for obvious or not because it's coming out next year.
It's basically like it's completely divorced from the movies, completely divorced from the comics, and that's a fucking Spider-Man.
They need that because Arkham was Arkham is his own universe now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not mad at it. I don't like the Arkham universe story wise. I think it's a good game, but story I don't like. Like Joker controlling you throughout the whole Arkham Knight for just to be a Joker in a video game was dumb. I hate when they keep forcing Joker into stories.
Well, Joker's dead the whole fucking time. That's
why I think it's so stupid. Like Joker needs to stop being in things that he don't need to be in, like Suicide Squad.
He starts off the game and he's dead. But yeah, Arkham Knight was cool, I guess. The fight, it was basically the same thing. That's the main problem. I hope they don't do this. The
gameplay is amazing in Arkham.
Hope I don't get the fatigue
compared to the other ones. The gameplay is a little bit better in Arkham Knight though, and it looks better.
Except for the forced car parts.
The what?
The forced parts where you have to play in the car where you have to like
I don't like that. No,
hack into certain bombs with just the car. You have to use the car.
It's really slow. Yeah, it's slow.
But I mean, I like ejecting from it. That's the best part.
I do. Hold on 1 second. Got a call.
But yeah, this Spider-Man looks cool.
I work.
I'm hyped for it mainly just because, like I said, it's cool and dedicated Spider-Man game that's not whacked or attached to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, like I said, they can go crazy but wild with the characters. Fucking Kraven the Barbarian. I'm playing, but they got Kraven, they can have Shocker, they can have Venom done right if they want to. They can fuck it. They can do whatever. Fucking Mysterio, really? They can have a bunch of people. They can have fun with it. But then, like I said, it's kind of inspired and it looks super dope. It's like to me, it's like the first Spider-Man game after Spider-Man 2. Although Spider-Man 3 wasn't that bad, the video game.
No, but it's the exact same game.
Yeah, but it's like the real first Spider-Man game since that game.
Yes, because I don't really count any of those other ones. I don't even, But seeing this makes me actually want to go back and play those Infamous games. Like, I actually want to try to play that Infamous Second Son. I actually want to try that. I'm pretty sure the same company, Insomniac.
Same people who are making this game?
I'm pretty sure it's Insomniac Games. I want to
say. Hey, you guys want to hear a funny joke?
What?
My TV is not getting here till tomorrow now. That's like 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks since it's almost. Well, no, that's like a week and a half since it was supposed to get here. I don't know. They had it at the freaking factory since a week and a half. Dumbass shipping company. Don't get shipping companies, people. All right, what's up?
I'm just looking up Insomniac Games because I'm pretty sure they're the same people who did the Infamous games, right?
Yes.
Infamous.
Oh, and Sunset Overdrive.
Yes. Yeah. And Ratchet and Clank, right?
Ratchet and Clank, yep.
Yeah, that's why I knew it was somebody who did it. Because I was thinking, I'm like, they did another game that I think is people are saying, oh yeah, they're going to do a good job. It's Sunset Overdrive. Because apparently the way that game plays, does well for what a Spider-Man game could be.
Yeah. So yeah, they got my money definitely. Hold on. So they didn't do Second Son?
Oh, they did.
No, that must be Naughty Dog that does them.
What's Second Son? Second.
Infamous.
Oh, duh.
But yeah, it looks good. I mean, it looks fucking tight. I do like Sunset Overdrive. I still got it installed, but I play it every now and then. But I just can't get the story mode is just a little too. It's just too fetch quetchy.
Fetch quetchy.
Every time there's always people want me to do shit. I'm just like, can I just play the game? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Spider-Man looks solid.
It's a day one purchase.
That's like the best fucking thing Sony's done with the Spider-Man property.
I agree.
Since Civil War. And that wasn't even on them.
No, they pretty much got bullied out of their own fucking property.
As they need to get X-Men.
I'm tired of people hating us.
They need to stop being pussy and get X-Men. We need like a good Cyclops. We need a good Cyclops because like a 5-year-old Cyclops is not gonna cut it. We need to stop making preteen superhero movies. We're good.
But I mean, X-Men Evolution was still good.
some people were saying that they should just do it and just get sued.
X-Men Evolutions is in Age of Apocalypse or whatever that fucking movie was called. Like, that movie was fucking trash.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if they would have did it like that, they would have eventually got it.
Oh yeah, they would have did good.
If they would have made all the X-Men,
don't advertise Jubilee and she's only in one scene.
Right, and she doesn't even say a damn thing.
Do not. And she was doing press runs.
Yes, she was actually sitting next to the other people, and she
must have been such bad actors that they had to cut out a lot of shit. They had to have some bad actors on the thing.
Well, actually, shit, I should have said this, but yeah, we already talked about it earlier, right?
What?
The X-Men news or whatever. Because apparently, Kreisberg. Is it Simon Kinberg or Andrew Kreisberg who's directing? Simon Kinberg. Okay, so he's been the guy who's been producing all those, and he's the same guy who produces the Star Wars Rebels show and a whole bunch of other shit. So I'm just like, dude.
All right, let's sign off.
Yo, breaking news! Yeah. Breaking news, motherfuckers!
Break this news, sir.
Guess who's about to do the score for Justice League?
Adam West.
Bro.
Don't do that too. Don't, rest in peace, Adam West. Oh. Danny fucking Elfman, dog. The Batman.
Interesting.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Bruh! Like, you understand this is my favorite scorer ever?
Well,
Justice League.
He did Civil War, but it didn't really. I didn't hear it like. Didn't he? He had some extra. He added to it.
Show the man respect, bruh. I'm so hyped. I'm so fucking hyped. What? He did Age of Ultron. Ugh.
I thought he did.
I actually
did he do some Civil War? I'm pretty sure.
I enjoyed Thor, so like I'm not. I don't think he did Civil War. I don't remember him doing Civil War.
I thought he did something with Spider-Man because that's when they were. No, I think it was he was added late to Age of Ultron, and people was like, "Oh, is Spider-Man gonna show up in this one?"
Yeah,
I remember that now. Okay,
I saw him trending for a second. I thought he died. I got scared.
Adam
West and Danny Elfman within the same week. That would hurt my heart.
It's like Hans Zimmer, and that's the only reason because it's the style, so you can just tell it's him.
Hans Zimmer's style is very generic as of late, and I love Hans Zimmer. But he's been pretty much doing the same thing lately. He used to be more creative back in the day, but he's getting paid to do a lot, so he's doing basic stuff.
Next time you're on YouTube, look up
you gotta pump it out
or whatever, because apparently when directors put in like other music substituting, all people do is all the composers do is basically copy that the exact same style setup, starting from fresh. Apparently that's what they've been doing. And that's the problem with Marvel too. Like I'm not ashamed to say it. Like I know the Avengers theme, but the only reason I know that is because I've watched it so many fucking times.
And at this point, like I would have to watch it to like remember it. I can't just remember it off the top of my head. And I love score. I like theme music. Like fucking Indiana Jones. You know it's Indiana
and of course
Jones.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know that one too, straight up.
I mean, of course. Fuck that show.
The Flash got that. The Flash Arrow, I can't even pronounce that.
Yeah, that's Flash. He's like, you hear it back up.
I'm Barry Allen.
I'm Barry Allen. And I'm dumb as hell. I make a whole bunch of dumbass mistakes. But I'm still so lovable. You can't hate me.
Nah, that's my shit. That's my shit though.
Oh, no, Arrow goes like.
I don't even.
Yeah, I don't even know that.
Yo, that's actually not that bad. That's like
all I remember
for the Flash.
Arrow.
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really good for the Flash. That's like
all right, Doug, close it out so I can get ready to bounce.
Oh yeah, my bad. We're sitting here talking about shit. Okay, so. Oh, damn, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but we eventually want to answer questions on this podcast. So if you have a question, make sure you go to the bottom of the page. Make sure you put a comment there. It don't matter what it's about. It could be about movies, TV shows. It could be about everyday life. It could be about how to deal with depression. It could be about how to throw somebody through a window. It could be about how to hotwire a car. I will research it and give you the best advice I possibly can. I'm not responsible for anything that happens afterwards. So please do not call me. Do not contact my lawyer because I do not have one. All right. This is the end of a Hyperbolic BurgerMilk podcast. Episode 5. First, give a nice shout out to our guest, SeaFx. Thanks for coming through from the Wavedojo Network.
As you can tell, I love to talk, so I appreciate talking, especially with my brothers. Love it. Boom, we out here.
Oh shit, we're brothers? What? Who knew that?
We happy and we're singing and we're colored. Oh, give it a high five.
An Easter egg.
You know what it is. But yeah, it's always good. It's always good to talk. Follow me on Twitter. That's all I'm going to promote because I already promoted in the beginning. Follow me on Twitter at TheSeaFX. And that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Christian, it was good talking to you, man. Sorry to keep you waiting. I know you're definitely behind schedule. So
yeah, I am, but it's all good.
But all right, that was the Hyperbolic BurgerMilk podcast. Remember, BurgerMilk, not buttermilk.
I have to pee, so bye.
All right, peace. I'm about to hang up.